Oh yeah. Okay, so theoretically, how far would you be okay with living from campus?
Probably 15 minutes at most, but
Okay,
it's
cool.
like,
Well, the thing is, do you plan on getting a job or something?
no. Probably continue
Okay,
to.
alright, so basically you'll have to live off of savings.
Yeah. That's why,
I see.
like,
Okay. Yeah, no, because I
I mean,
figured I was
I mean,
like, I know it'd be probably really hard to do, but like, I just figured
because
I'd throw it out there just in
yeah.
case.
I mean, it's something to consider. It really just depends on, like if we find a good option. Because I mean, I have until, I have like 30 weeks till my housing has to
I see.
be filled
I
out,
mean,
so.
if you got 3 weeks, and I would just go ahead and get that apartment moved.
Well, I mean, like,
Because I still
I'll
have
talk
to-
about it, and we can look and see what the options are. Because there's like one that's like not too bad. That's not too far. Then, because like
Yeah.
I think it's like 4,000 ish a semester for apartments. I'm getting
so
here.
That's about what?
It's a little over 8,000 for, but a year. But like technically, it's only 8 months because not winter, not summer. I just got an ad on RLCS broadcast. What?
That's crazy. Wait, yeah, they do that. What do you mean?
What? I've never in my life gotten an ad on Rocky League.
Dude,
The
I
Rocky
get 'em
League.
all the time. You probably got gifted a sub or some shit. And didn't-
No. Like they just don't do
definitely
ads
have
on
that.
this channel. What?
They probably
just
have them turned down. Like, really. That's probably why there's
No.
3-minute ads, because they don't do them very often.
No. I've literally I'm telling you, I never in my entire life of watching this Twitch channel ever gotten an ad.
What?
Like,
Dude,
they-
I totally
That's
see
so
it.
crazy because they're supposed to have ads turned off for this channel. It's supposed to be one of the channels that, big channels like these, that whatchamacallit, like big, games, that like broadcast like,
esports channel?
yeah, like big esports channels like this, they're supposed to have ads like manually turned off by Twitch. So they,
I think it's also a Twitch thing, because Twitch doesn't let if you're so big, then they like won't let you turn them off, because it like loses them way more money.
yeah, but they're supposed to do it for esports stream, like big esports events, because they don't want
But
them getting ads.
considering Rocket League is not on a
But
huge budget right now.
Well, it's still massive enough that they would probably not have ads playing. This is like actually crazy. I've never in my life seen an ad. But check it.
I have definitely seen ads.
So crazy. I've never got an ad.
Yeah, they normally. I think they normally force run them. Like they'll run them like whenever, like at a specific time. Like they'll normally run them like in between matches and stuff. Which is probably why you don't notice them, but like they definitely play them.
No, like I genuinely have never gotten an ad. Like the ads they get.
Yo, what's up, Buster? My audio's not working at all.
Who plays
I
first
can't-
today?
I
Ultimate.
can't change it since I'm streaming. Alright. Here's what we're gonna try and do.
Man.
The single worst. Oh
I don't want to stop streaming though, that's the thing.
Awful.
I
I said
don't
this
know
is
who this
default.
sleazy guy,
I don't think it'll work.
sleazy guy is, but
That's so annoying. Nothing is working. I stayed up till 4 AM with nausea. Ugh, that's not fun. Is there sound? I think I had the same thing happen to me. Oh man. Dude, I need, you know what, I'm doing it sometime today. I'm switching from Sonar. Sonar sucks as a virtual audio device. You can't.
I love when these apartment complexes name their apartments like.
The
these
heck is
crazy
that
names,
noise?
Like Tanglewood Luxury. Sterling. What is this one?
Oh, that's weird. That's the Minecraft music now? I think
Sterling
that's
Hills
whack.
exquisite apartment
It's
homes.
more
Like get the
scary
fuck
than
outta
anything.
Here.
But y'all can't even hear it. Do you see your
Overpriced
audio
bedroom.
control stuff? And
Please stop.
here, this is what I see for audio. Okay, this Minecraft music is not what I thought it was anymore. Like, it is way different. I haven't had music on in so long, though. Alright, this is
Right
what
on
I
the
see
lake.
for my audio. Oh, wait, y'all can't see that now. Okay, cancel
Highway
that.
98.
Go to miscellaneous. Now I can open
This is
this.
not Highway 98.
This is what I see right now for my audio. And this, I can't change this, because...
You can get these fully
no, I
renovated?
can't change
What?
anything in here.
Ugh.
Oh my
Streaming,
god,
so it
it's
won't
a
even let me.
30-minute drive from UWF.
Oh,
And
yikes.
Here,
That mean it'd be a good drive for me, I bet.
there's
Where
just
is it? Where is it at?
can't stick around for long. 'cause
That's
got my
why,
RLCS
it's
watch
over
party
in
to attend to,
Warrington.
but I'll be looking. Sounds good.
Okay, I
Go
see.
to
So
your
yeah, that's like a
OBS
10-minute drive to
main
work for
OBS
me.
thing. Ow, that's loud.
That would be perfect. Dude.
OBS.
Oh, dude, both Auburn and Ultimates are playing at the exact same time. That's gonna be fun.
Audio.
Oh.
At least the Ultimates will be done by the first half, so it's fine.
No, I already have it.
And we're only playing KCP, so honest to God, if we lose, we just don't deserve to make the major at this rate.
Well, would it be?
Oh god, it's KCP!
Yeah, I was gonna say.
They're not OT this time, but...
It could be a different region, different roster, but you're technically a different.
Friggin'
roster.
JNAPS was peaking, dude, JNAPS was peaking yesterday. Why are we making, why are we letting him retire?
If you hate constantly being swarmed by ads, you need to download Pi. It's a free Chrome extension that blocks ads
Oh.
on all your favorite sites. It even
Dude,
blocks-
apparently Sleegy is the guy, he's the guy who got kicked from, you remember the guy after talking about who, like, would get him on the front page of Twitch and stuff?
This, which I just turned off. Properties.
Wait.
That's him, he's back.
Oh wow! I can't believe he came back.
I can't either.
Can y'all hear that now? Can y'all hear music?
Whenever After said he was the single biggest mistake in MLE history,
I think-
was like, what do you
Hear
mean?
music? Probably not.
I was like, is this
that
guy
makes,
some like terrorist? And
yeah, I thought like he meant from like, I thought they meant like unbanning him or something was the single biggest mistake.
Yeah.
Not that
No, I can't. Alright.
what they did against him was the single biggest mistake.
Switch back on and see.
I
That
mean,
no, I'm an idiot. I just actually closed. I just actually fucking closed my entire thing I had open. I was trying to do that. Yeah, but but I have I say I'm gonna commit to it, but I know it's never gonna happen. But I am going to. You did another ad. Okay, I'm going to YouTube. Fuck this shit. This is so weird. I've never gotten ads before.
do you like never watch Twitch?
No, well, I've been watching the Twitch streams for the last like couple week qualifiers, and I've never gotten an ad.
I'm telling you, there's definitely
That's so.
ads.
I've literally never gotten one. That's so crazy. But I am going to try my humanly best to actually stop fucking around and start doing better at everything in life, because I have been doing a shit job of taking care of myself and school.
What? What the hell happened to you? What?
Huh?
What online internet guru got to you?
No one. It's, you know, self-reflection. Ever heard of
Is
it?
that frontal lobe developing? Is
Yeah,
that what
man.
this is?
Yeah, I have, you know, I've had some self-reflection that things are not going well, so, you know, eventually I can't just sit around and be a fucking lazy-ass bitch the rest of my life, so.
Yeah, no, tell me about it. Yeah, even as much as I want to leave, principal, no, everybody, what really got me was last night, I was talking, the Mardi Gras parade, and I was with some coworkers, and, these are some of the like older people that have been there for a bit, and they were drinking, of course. So like when they started talking to me, like obviously like they were basically just saying it from the heart, and they were telling me they were basically saying like you'd be an idiot to like kind of give this up. So then I was like, well, fuck, now I can't leave. Originally, I was like, yeah, I'll be okay, but I guess now that they're actually, because I originally came to the office and was like never planning to be IT. That was never the plan. I was just supposed to be there, get a cool reference from the state attorney, and then go like move on and do other things.
Yeah, I mean, you can use it for like a year or two extra, and then maybe like continue to build your way up.
I'll probably do it until I finish college.
Yeah,
because they pay for 2 classes a semester, so it's not like I'm not losing anything by staying other than my fucking sanity from, being here for too long. That's the only toll that I take. But also, too, making 50K a year, I think my sanity will be... I think I'll be a little okay.
That's a huge rate.
Yeah. Because I originally did... What's funny is I literally said, I was like, if they pay me 50K, I'll stay. And then, lo and behold, they're like, hey, we're actually going to give you this. Because originally they weren't, and I was like, okay, well, I'll leave, and that'll be it. Because, like, finding a job in my field to replicate, 35K a year is not hard. That's a pretty standard starting wage for, like, most places. So I was like, okay, that's not a big deal. But then they're like, okay, well, we'll actually try and work with you on this, so... I'm biting the bait, and also too they kind of guilt trip me. Because the guy who's been there for like 12 years, he said he's like really been talking me up, and I kind of like broke his heart when I told him that I was planning on leaving by the end of the year.
Yeah.
So I'll probably stay here until I finish with my bachelor's.
I think the real thing that's been killing me is I still have not found an internship for the summer, and it's like that's genuinely been killing my like motivation for everything. I've been. I just wanted someone so bad.
How funny would it be if
made
the major from North America?
I have until the end of the month to find a fucking internship before I have to like. At that point, it's just too late because I have to pick all my classes for the summer.
And not making it through Open 2's Swiss. So I guess our recap of them is that they weren't there. This time, they very much are here. And a tournament
I really want to find something in Austin. I just want to go live in Austin for the summer.
Missing Open 2's
That'd be so.
means they need to reach the semi-finals this weekend just for a chance at making Birmingham.
Wait,
the Ultimates had a much better time of it.
I can just
in
get
Open
a
3, the semis will guarantee their spot
I can just
on
rent
the
a
plane.
house.
Yeah, that's what we did. That's what a lot of my friends did. Wow, but also there was like 6 of them.
Yeah, I might just rent a house and see if I
Speed again, getting that touch instead of maybe letting a
like these
teammate get
houses
that hit out to the side. And all the skim from
Yeah, these are like
The Ultimates did
reasonably
eventually
priced.
fall in Open 2's grand finals to the mighty
Like
NRG.
1,500 for a
After
house.
some serious shenanigans in Europe, have a
Wait,
chance
a
to do
month?
what Carmine Corp could not,
Yeah.
and win
For 2
all
people?
3 events in a single split. Something
the
that
whole
has
house,
never
it's-
been done.
It's 1,500.
But in a world where the Batmobile
that's
is
Wait,
better,
wait,
teams
wait.
will
That's
look
like
to
super
GK's
cheap.
major run for
1,500
inspiration.
times.
Teams currently outside the
12.
top 4. Your fate is apparently.
That's literally like almost as expensive as my dorm for 4 extra months. Or not my dorm, but the apartment I'd be getting, but with 4 extra months.
That's why I told you. I was like, you just put up whatever you put up for that apartment, and I'll cover the other bit because I have to pay it anyway. So it's like, if anything, you even just contributing that much helps all the time. So
Yeah.
because like I don't want to live in a 1-bedroom because I'm gonna feel cramped. I can't go back to that. That was like way too cramped. That apartment I was in was like I felt like I had no personal.
I've already told myself whenever I move to Austin, I get my place, I'm getting a 2-bedroom no matter what. Because I want to have like I really want like, no matter what, I want to have a place like where I can just like separate my desk and living space. Where I can have like I want to have, yeah. Like I'd love to have like just a gaming room, but
if I'm living with someone that also games, then I wouldn't be so bothering to have my setup in my room.
Yeah. You can just do what like Appjack and Reynolds do and just put it out in the frickin'.
I mean, we play together anyway, so it's not like it'd be, you know, that crazy. And then on top of that, at least we both know we want good Wi-Fi, so it wouldn't be an argument about it.
we gotta have good internet, man.
We're just not even gonna have a couch. We're gonna have a big ass TV for sports and then our desk. And then living.
You sure haven't, Leaf, and let me tell you something. You're about to be
our
blown
parents are gonna come over there and be like, "Where the fuck do you sit?" And we're just like in the chair at the desk.
You're never, ever gonna want to work with any of the Europeans.
Oh, you want to be comfortable? We'll go lay down in the bed.
I'm not the only person on desk too. You know, you got Mr. Vacation over to my left. I think. Jorby, talk to me, baby.
That's right. I'm not chilling. I just don't have the shades on right now, but it's starting to get a little bit warmer. You know, we're getting into March. Well, it might be still cold where you are.
It's very cold here.
Nice Georgetown Wall mug there, Base. I like that. That's nice. But yeah, it's great to be.
Okay, so this is like kind of funny. So in 2022, Auburn had a quarterback transfer to him, but he got injured, so he never got to play the entire season. So he got, you know, we paid for his rehab. Everyone was literally everyone was like, man, this sucks. You know, he probably would have been a good contender for the starting position. You know, this and that. Everyone was like rooting for him to get healthy and stuff. After the season, he transfers, and then I guess he transferred again, and he transferred to Kentucky. Well, that's who we're playing basketball today. And he made a comment. He's like, yeah, man, those fans and all that, or he's like, those people over there, they were really like dicks. So I really am, I'll tell you, I definitely have a bad taste in my mouth from the place and those people. It was a rough year. And like every single person in Auburn is just like, what? That makes no sense. We literally were just, you never played. How? We were all just like, we were all chill with you. Like,
bro got his feelings hurt from like thin air.
It's like, dude, we were like, it had to have been like people behind the scenes, because like there's no way it was the fans. All the fans were just like, oh man, that sucks, he got hurt, I hope he gets healthy again. No one hated on him, he never played.
Yeah. How can you hate the guy? He ain't even in the fucking game.
These games that's going on here on this broadcast, we got stuff.
He was literally injured the entire season. He never took a snap at our college.
Never ever missed that first touch.
I was honestly excited for him to come to Auburn. I was like, oh, hey, maybe a better quarterback.
But if you'd like to join us live in the action, you can get some tickets still open there to the Birmingham Major. That's the first one up. Of course, that might be far away for some people. So after that, we do have our tickets ready for the next one.
We get a back deck,
Raleigh is up
a front porch, a dining area, and a living room. So now we can afford to put a couch in there
Good old Pennsylvania.
and use the dining area for our setups. And then you got
Carolina Hurricanes
two pretty decently sized bedrooms.
And that will be a fun one. I've been in there a couple of times.
Yeah.
It's a great arena. I'm excited.
Honestly, the only
gets to go there. Another hockey
the funny thing is the only downside of living off camp. Well, not the only downside, but one of the downsides is that actually like one of my scholarships would get a reduced like payout. But the problem is, it's honestly, yeah, because it's like it's a really the way the scholarship works is it's like really you're not even supposed to live outside of the current dorm, but they'll allow you to live outside the current dorm, but like as long as it's on campus and give you the.
Was that how you planned on paying for?
There's definitely the expected ones.
Well, I was getting to that part. The thing is, why I'm not really like that concerned about it is I genuinely am not even at this point sure if I'm gonna keep it. I'm like, I actually am not even confident. Yeah, because my grades have just not been. Like, I'm having a really rough semester. This semester's been kicking my ass.
Number 2, eyes had always been on Twisted Minds to see if they would do it, but NA, this is the last.
Yeah, I'd love to
cause more drama than we saw in EU.
I would very much rather obviously keep my stuff, but I'm gonna try to really pull it together in the second half. But I'm actually gonna try and lock in. But yeah, it's been a brutal semester.
I think Jordan
Seating
is
is
overwhelmed with how many scenarios. Oh, he's back now. Okay.
Seating something else. You know, I just had to take a deep breath, leave. But
That's
Squirms
fair.
World, you know, they threw
It was
away
just,
the whole thing. when
I've got, like I said, I've gotten to the point where I just
Bracket
can't stand the
is set to
theoretical
go.
crap anymore. I just want to go out and do it. I just want to, like, I enjoy the labs because the labs are, you know, they're actually hands-on building shit. It's what I like to do. I can't,
to the grand finals to qualify.
like, that's all I really care about. I want to actually build the shit. That's what I enjoy. I don't care about the measuring. I don't care about the
Chiefs, they have to get to the grand
this and that. I just want to put the shit together.
If they get there. If Scrims World beats TSM, then Chiefs have to win the entire thing. So Chiefs, they have the unlikeliest out of the three here to get that second OCE spot. So everyone's looking at that TSM Scrims World matchup to see how the dominoes are going to fall.
I'm kind of excited that things are keeping it close there. I mean, it's fun to see dominating teams every once in a while, but I like that region's keeping it close. But over in MENA, Herc, what are we looking at?
Oh my gosh, I mean, you want to talk about close, it is not close in MENA by any means. Falcons are still on the same path they've always been. Currently, though, they are being challenged by Twisted Minds for a seeding spot. Again, most dramatic thing that happened out there was Twisted Minds and Falcons each dropped a game in their Swiss, but outside of that, it is same old, same old.
Yeah, it's like
Just
close for
started
them,
cool.
but yeah, not
No, Middle East. I want to see it.
Oh, I think they're already started.
No, they start at 11:30. But yeah, so they should have already just started. Yeah, so it's really weird. They said yesterday they were gonna start 2 hours later, and then it like didn't.
as confidently as maybe you would have expected there, but yeah,
What is that ordering too?
Europe,
What the fuck? Yeah, I was like so ready to like be able to watch NA and MENA at the same time, and then like it was already done. I was so confused.
With a perfect 12-0 on Championship Sunday after having to go all the way.
Still the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Against 100%, almost a championship field. Maybe it should be called that, low-key. But Champions Field, they went all the way to Game 7. They had to clutch up. And listen, I was in
Oh my god. Wikipedia, shut up.
Is ball chasing back up yet?
Yeah.
Same old, same old. Let's just go over
I hate when I get Wikipedia ads because they're so loud.
It's T-Bates! I swear I haven't seen T-Bates in forever. I don't know.
He's been on the desk this season.
They never look back, sweeping every single team they played during Championship Sunday.
He's been very quiet this season.
Yeah.
He's definitely very quiet compared to last season.
The problem is that, like, no, see, last season, I feel like he had to go out and prove and be like, yeah, you know, he was like, everyone's like, oh, you know, G2's gonna be so good, and no one, like, actually, like, believed him, so it kind of, like, it was just kind of like, he had to, like, be loud about it because he wanted to prove that he was right and everyone else was wrong. This season, though, like, no one disagrees. Everyone knows that you know, Energy is like the best.
He
doesn't have to be loud about it because he knows he's already right. He knows he's right, and he knows everyone else knows he's right.
You know, the second that there's like some sort of undertaking, being the underdog that has to happen, Joyo steps up.
Oh yeah, I think any old Queso fans were like, dang, it felt like the good old days again, seeing him put a team together and just having their magic run that we've seen so many times before.
Dude, some of these places would be so nice if they didn't have the fucking architecture of like looking like they were built in the 90s and then just never change anything, or 80s.
And I'll tell you this, and now people are all comparing it to where does it fall all time for great runs. Listen, we don't need to get into that comparison.
You know, this would have been so much easier had I never deleted all the original list I had. Like, I had already, like, because I originally planned to be living in Pensacola for a while. So I had, like, all these lists on apartments.com of, like, places I like. And then I deleted it all because I was like, now I'm going to Orlando.
For Group A,
so
yeah,
I have
that's
to
what
basically go and remake
which
this
I'm sure you're happy to see. But
Yeah.
across the board, there was a lot of close matches.
Sure. I'll talk to him about it and see, and then yeah, we can figure it out. Because like I said, I mean,
KCP, look at that.
South America.
I said I have about 3 weeks until
in South America. Then they come to North America.
until I have to
all of a sudden
do my
seems to have figured it out. And
whatever it's called, my
freaking one of those plays a little later, but
I have to actually like submit my housing.
most interesting teams.
Yeah, if I find something that like really sticks out, it's like, okay, hey, this is a really good deal. It probably would be
in South.
Better option then.
It did have a
We'll
lot
see.
of 5-game sets here. Pioneers, obviously, a huge story with their run getting through, and JNaps and company making a run here, despite how unlikely it might be they could make it. Falling to Gen G.
And also too, even if you don't want, even if it doesn't work out, you can definitely like set up a what's it called, like a
Over on the other side, Group B,
we can have
you can have a boot camp in we can set up a boot camp in my for like breaks and stuff. Like if you want to boot camp in the living room.
Yeah, we can boot camp for
like RLCS.
Everything doesn't always go.
We get after to come down here and we we play our like, well, I guess it would be past our UR season, but you know, MLE season next season we boot camp to can play together.
Some would say that match, that seeding match is a little bit doesn't really matter, yada yada yada. Regardless of those type of conversations, they still got the job done, and they got a big.
It really sucks. It probably will. It's gonna be so unlikely we ever get the chance to team again. Yeah, like the only real way is if we get up to PL.
I mean, I'm wondering because
I think we both can. I think honestly we play with enough people that are so much better than us that we get and we also just like care more than a lot of people in these leagues. So we just gotta progress.
I mean, I've already like I'm getting the PL after the season. I am not sticking around at ML.
I'm just banking on the fact that the people in PL don't necessarily regress, but they stay stagnant to the point where like my little bit of progression is enough to get me up there. Because like, what is the bottom in the PL? What, like 1700?
No, lower. There's worse players in PL. Like Wellandish is like an 18-5.
So
you play Wellandish.
Be in PL, maybe not be on a team, but like
we would not be good PL players, but yes, we could be theoretically PL. Like players like Fanny should be PL. He just doesn't like. There's a few reasons why he's not PL, but he really is good enough to be PL if he like. If he really like put in the actual like effort to get himself to PL, he would. He's good enough. And like I mean I plan on getting to PL after the season.
Yeah, I definitely want to. I want to try and skip ML if I can.
I promise you, like, I know after is like phrase that it's the biggest waste of time ever. I mean it on my life. It is the biggest waste of time you will ever see. It's not good. It's awful. It's genuinely the most awful Rocket League you will ever. Like, it's just not good Rocket League. Like, at least with CL, you know, like with CL, the reason they were bad is because no one was consistent enough to hit the ball. That's the reason, like, you know, it was a lot of, like, actual mechanical issues. That's not the problem with ML. ML is very mechanical. They're just indescribably stupid.
So overly mechanical, no game sense?
Yes. ML is... you know how me and After talk about, like, in a Rocket League? You know, the slow pop air dribbles, you know, no challenging, actual midfield challenges, kind of just stack the net. That is ML to a fucking most, like, insane degree. It's so bad. ML is it's awful. I hate that I'm not a good enough player to just get straight out of it. Because I genuinely do not want to waste my time in that league. I'm gonna stick for the rest of the season, because I like my team. I really like my team. I like the people on it, and I think we, you know, are gonna be a very good team. But like, as soon as the season's done, I don't care. I'm manually ranking out. I'm out of here.
I mean, even Garrett now.
I'm probably gonna be a 16-5 when I wake up, or on Monday, because I've been killing in frickin' scrims.
This dude has been here for
We might be scrimming Seattle tonight.
The longevity is nuts.
Yeah, no, that's a player they definitely.
Is that what we're scrimming?
I don't know. It might be because they're taken.
We'll see. Maybe you can continue that journey this weekend here. Let's look forward though, because we've been talking about these. So it's time to get a little.
Dude, I don't know if you know what after has to do next week, league match wise, but it's ridiculous. Before, I think Saturday, he has to play 2 Emily matches, 1 UR match, 2 RC matches, and potentially 2 BLCS matches.
You know, Herc, it is wide open, and we only have NRG at this point.
Although, like, if they can't, it might be Kato, South, and Posse playing BLCS if they can't do it early enough. But yeah, we're gonna try to do our UR match on like Thursday, probably.
People want fucking $1,500 a month for a trailer, all because it's got some modern renovation to it, and it's by a lake. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Bro, lakes are fire if you have a boat.
Yeah, I mean, the renovations look nice. Like, if this was a normal house, it'd be sick. But, like, the fact that it's a trailer, meaning walls are paper thin, it feels like it's gonna break everywhere you walk, and also on top of that, 9 out of 10 times, there's a chance that your neighbor's house is a meth house. So,
you're gonna write down whether you think the scenario will...
I don't want to get blown up in the middle of the night because my neighbor mixed the wrong chemicals.
We're gonna go with the ultimates right off the top. In chat, again, you're getting involved in this too. So they clinch by beating the Pioneers, and Strictly Business beats Gen G. Do we think that is a likely scenario that's gonna get them in to Birmingham Major, and what % chance are they gonna be getting in or out? This is supposed to be an easy one.
Ultimates clinch for the major?
Someone surprised on this one.
Less than
Hashtag in or out. Do we have the ultimates?
Is he
clinching up for that?
I mean, we're very likely to clinch the major. If
why did he say greater than 50%?
And a 71 and a...
Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm an
These two are
idiot.
a lot higher baits, but you're
an idiot. Oh.
See, okay, I want you to know, the only way we don't clinch the major is if we lose today and Gen G win the regional. That's the only way. Any other way, we win.
That would be hilarious.
If we
made it over ultimate.
or no, if we get top, if we get top 6, if we got top 6 and Gen G win the major, we won't make the major. But if we win,
so
if we win,
Gen G have to pull a GK in order to make.
They have to go through.
They literally have to pull a fucking.
They're gonna have to go through SSG and complexity, by the way, too.
It's not incorrect, but it's definitely a little...
Golly, yeah, no, they're not doing that. So who's making it? What is it? Complexity, ultimates, and SSG?
And yeah, energy. That will be that. Without a doubt, will probably be the top 4.
Yeah, and I bet we're low-key on the same wavelength.
Well, if SSG actually fucking shows up.
I don't know if you I mean, I'm guessing you didn't watch them play Energy yesterday, but Energy got fucking annihilated. Like, SSG murdered them. Like, you remember You remember the Falcons Energy series from London? The first one? Yeah, that's about how bad it was. Like, SSG, I think I scored them like 10-1.
Really?
Yeah. Energy didn't get their first goal until halfway through game 3.
Let's move on to the Pirates right now. Pirates on a boat. This is a really fun team here, but they need to win.
You know, honestly though, that's not where it
like
matters.
SSG, like I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if anybody was beating SSG in their form yesterday. Like, genuinely, that was like, I wouldn't go as far as...
on the fact that SSG is so inconsistent that was yesterday form and not...
Honestly, I don't know. Like, genuinely, that was like close to KC levels of good.
Like, they're going to be able to grab one of those spots to the Birmingham Major.
I wouldn't go that far because just KC is just a different beast, but wow, they got so good.
I see a few confused looks there.
Mainly from me needing the question repeated.
Okay. So Pirates need to win, and they need one of these other two things to happen. Either the Ultimates drop 7th to 8th, or SSG drops 3rd to 4th. Yeah, let's flip them around right now.
Pirates on a boat?
We're gonna do it at 3 frames per second.
Absolutely not.
0%. So wait, I guess we should, or would that be like 100% out?
Like, I totally forgot Pirates on a boat even existed. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm saying there's a 0% chance they have any chance of making it. Therefore, they are out.
Bates going with a 1%. Got a little bit. There's a chance. It's not nothing. And Herc, you want to tell me what your number is? I can't see it.
I'm not gonna lie, I put a question mark, and that was mainly from me being confused and then struggling. But honestly, I'm kind of with everybody else. It's pretty low. Question mark is enough for it to be low. So
Yeah.
Question mark is not a percentage. I
Teammates
don't
gotta
understand.
put a
What are you
greater
two
than
doing?
less than sign.
Teammates is very confused by his operators. I think he needs to go back to math class.
How am I confused?
Well, you're very confused, Mr. Oh, first killer back in the octane. Finally, it's like look what he does in the octane, and now you're like over 50% chance. Come on.
Yeah, over 50% chance.
I'm still on that one. Like Pirates, we all know they're not making it, okay? But your Ultima's one, I'm blown away by.
I put 1% on the Pirates.
Yeah, 1% is always a chance for sure. But it ain't happening.
We didn't get to see what chat had, so we'll move on to the next one here and go to over to Gen G. This is an interesting one too. To clinch it up again, also need a win. They also have an and either, so they need to win, and they have either complexity drop at 5th to 6th or worse, or they have SSG also again drop 3rd to 4th or worse. Feel like that's a little more maybe on the plausible side, probably higher than 1%, 0%. Chat, what do you think? Hashtag in or out? Is Gen G going to be able to get themselves to that Birmingham major, in or out? All right, you guys, I think are ready. Herc finally written down. Okay, let's flip them around. What do you got for Gen G? 22%. That's my lucky. 22.2. That's actually my lucky number. So I like it.
51%, Herc. What are you doing?
Well, I'll get you
What cracker can is that?
Gen G does not even have a remote chance.
What?
Wait,
no, I
0%?
wouldn't. No, I would not say GK had a 0% chance. But I am saying Gen G
have 0%.
Gen G have to win, and
GK
they
have
need
to win.
complexity to finish 5th to 6th,
have to win.
or they need Space Station to finish 3rd or 4th. I'm gonna tell you something.
GK need NIP to finish 6th or 56 or whatever.
Okay, then
gonna say
NIP.
it after
Okay,
us
if you were
all
telling me
9 lives.
if they needed Cake Corp to finish 5th or 6th, you certainly wouldn't be singing that tune. It's not different. Okay, you can't just say EU and NA are equivalent. I know you ain't gonna say
He's
that.
speaking
I'm saying Gen G, they have to win the
factoids.
event. They're not
Yeah.
winning the event, dude. That's not happening.
Why it's somehow Jorby right now is the only one with a brain cell in this.
As much as I love all three of those guys,
Everyone else,
they're
not too. He said 22%.
That's exactly
His is not outrageous.
That's
It's still
not-
really.
that's not
His is still
horrible.
really high, but it's not
It's
bad.
very
Freaking
optimistic,
Herc
but
over
I-
here with 51%. Are you on crack?
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
They might not even like. Who are they playing today? They're playing freaking strictly business. They're playing EU players. They might lose.
Fighting for here. Realistically, you guys probably aren't going to worry about this too
College
much. You're just going to
View.
watch the
I've heard
matches
about
and cheer
this
for your
place.
favorite team. But of course, winning is important.
I think
That's
this
why
is
some
also
of these
leased
teams
by
need
room
these
as
wins,
well.
15 points in first place. They're also looking for a little couple extra bucks in your
You know, I
pocket.
wouldn't mind
But
these
one more
leased by
glance
room
at the
places if
bracket
they didn't
before we
charge
get
like
into
fucking
playing this
$1,000
bracket.
a room.
Blink really fast
Yeah.
for your screenshots. So you don't
It's like
forget this.
insane how much they
Don't worry, if you
charge.
forget it, we'll pop it up later too. And in case you need to know the order of the matches today, taking a look at the schedule, we got 4 games on the docket today, ending with complexity and NRG. Of course, we'll save the best for last there. Pirates on a Boat, Space Station, Strictly Business, and Gen G right after our first match, which is going to be the Ultimates against the Pioneers. Ultimates obviously in a lot of control here. Herc, you said about 77, I think it was, you know, the thing that's in their control, which is winning.
Finally,
this match,
apartments.com actually says it's
Yeah,
it's
no,
per
I feel like
person.
it's
they
fair
used to
be
never say
confident
that.
too, especially if
So you
FK
just
has
get
been
fucking
looking
conned.
up in
You're
comparison
paying
to the
like
past a little
way
bit. I know
more
things
than you
were
should.
a little shaky. I mean,
Or thinking
honestly,
you're gonna
on
pay way
Chronic,
less than you should.
I don't know.
All right, I am so ready to have my heart crushed by both my teams at the same time.
Really step up and match some things.
If that
or just
happens,
set a tone, and now that they've
I am going.
Ultimates
I'm
are
driving
looking
over.
like the ultimates that everybody
I'm going to DM you a question,
Yeah, I mean,
and this might answer what I'm doing this afternoon.
that overtime clutch goal that he won, and his face is in his hands, and he couldn't even.
I can't believe
that he hit it. It
MLE
felt
got
like he
10K
exercised the
plus
demon
viewers at
in
one
that
point.
moment last
crazy.
open, Herc. You know what you were saying about things maybe feeling like he's feeling that.
I DM'd you a question.
The team is performing so well, and Pioneers, they aren't out of it. It's one of the most
I have
unlikelies to make it. You know, they have to win. The
I have
entire
probably
regional,
like
and they
a
need
fifth
Space
of a
Station
fifth
to finish
left,
fifth, sixth,
which
or
would be
so,
probably
you know,
more than
one of
enough for
those
you.
Space
Okay,
Stations away
so
from
if
looking fifth,
both
sixth,
my teams crush my heart at the same time today, that is what I'll be doing this afternoon.
Alright, fair enough.
and company could.
Good news is I don't think that bad.
Guys that have been
driving 45 minutes to get fucked up is a feat, but you know what? More to you.
You do not understand how like crushed I would be. Both if Ultimates lose to freaking KCP again, and then Auburn follows it up by losing to Kentucky, as I don't know. I can't do it anymore. Like heart medication wouldn't be enough.
It's not a well, it's a little bit of a
Definitely. Yeah.
For real, man. I mean, we just
But I believe we're chilling.
And this guy's had one of the greatest. I mean, it's such an up and down. It's such a long.
Oh, I just don't want freaking. I don't know why So one thing I've been having a problem with for some reason is this. Marcos keeps giving me stomach problems. I don't know why. I love the pizza. It's so good, but it keeps giving me stomach problems every time.
Whoa, I found an affordable living place on Navy Boulevard. But it's like really nice.
Week in and week out, and I expect it to be even better this time around.
Well, guys, the progressive fan vote is up, so keep that going. Keep those hashtag KCPs, no hashtag TUs in chat, to completely swing this one in their favor. But let's see what the talent put in for this one. You know, I think realistically, if we're going by numbers, we still got to put Ultimates up there.
Oh, I see that 50%'s coming in.
Oh, Pioneers for Bay.
Because let me tell y'all something. Okay. The Ultimates, they're the better team. I'm not gonna dispute that.
Yeah.
I hate you. You know what, T-Bates? I like it. It prevents the caster curse.
And there's gonna be something tomorrow. He's not gonna go out without really putting on the show. And I expect J-Naps with his two young AA double team AA batteries to put on the show, put on the fight, and I expect this to go all the way to champion still. J-Naps isn't going out without making a great match happen. Give me that 64%. That's what I'm talking about.
What? Why? Dude, the J-Naps aura is going crazy in chat. There's no way you're 64% favorites.
But J-Naps is gonna end up getting this W right here and right
I wonder if this is Aqua's first top 8 of his career. I don't think so, but that'd be funny if it was.
That would be sad.
No, oh no, never mind. He's made a few top 8s.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, how long has he been playing?
Since 21-22. This is only his 4th top 8.
We gotta watch it happen though. Can KCP shut down the Ultimates?
Aqua is by all technicality one of the most disappointing prodigies of all time.
Look at this is for, keep in mind, this is for $1,500 a month. This is 700 square feet, and this is what you get.
That is so small. What?
Yeah. That's one of those college apartments. I was talking
all right.
They're
faking. Guys, read the fake, you idiot. It's crazy how bad pros are at reading fake kickoffs.
I don't know if it's them being bad at it or them just being so good they don't give a fuck.
I'll say maybe the only reason. No, the only reason I actually think they don't read the fake kickoff is because they want to they don't want to risk them faking the fake and give it.
Yeah.
I think it's actually their only reason they don't play the fake.
That too. That makes sense.
Is they're worried about them faking the fake and then
that's also kind of what I'm saying too, is like they think they're good enough that they're like, even if it is a fake kickoff, we're good enough to.
I think there's better ways
of defending it by playing it normal than not.
Oh my god, what a goal. Oh my god, after you useless.
But he said, no, I will finish the dunk.
Is it Seattle? Sure. Do I get?
Well, J-Naps will throw into the backboard. That's easily corralled by first killer, and here come the Ultimates again. It's Chronic off the feed. He's got LJ in behind him.
What the?
Chronic's just going to stay with this play. Still has LJ.
What the fuck? How is he beating everyone with it? Guys, what are we doing?
As far as first killer, bringing it right back in.
Oh, that's in our net. Wait, no, it's not. It's off. Holy! Never mind. You can tell nobody read this post bounce. Nobody read this post bounce.
I found the place I originally thought we were gonna move into, if we were ever gonna move in together. It's called Arbors at Inslee. This place is fucking perfect. Problem is, I think I make too much to live here.
Yeah, I think it's really like low income living.
Yeah, it's for 2 people, the most amount you can make is 37,000.
For 2 people, yikes.
Nothing, so,
I make 0 income.
yeah, so I think we can get away with it.
Well, I think you said 2 people, but
yeah, you'd probably have to talk to them about it. But
what is this goal? Like, listen, man, I don't make money. I just have savings.
Actually, no, it's crazy. If I start my 6-month probation now, I actually won't start making 50K until after we move in. So, I could technically do it.
You're like, hey, one of my roommates doesn't make any money.
It's a pretty even drive for both of us. 12 minutes CWF and 15 minutes to PSC for me. So then that's like another 5 minutes. So
yeah, I mean, that's like,
get to work.
Yeah, I mean, I make that drive.
45 minutes to get to work, so I'll take 20 minutes, man. I'll take it.
I mean, I make that drive all the time because, what the heck? I make that drive all the time because that's like 9 miles where I get all my food.
Yeah, this place is like right off of 9 Mile.
All right, time to switch to the Auburn basketball game. We have not won at Kentucky since 1988. So, we gotta make some history today.
Unfortunately for him, couldn't quite get there in time. Instead, it's a clear upfield for the Ultimates to try and follow through.
Why are we always double committing?
But it's gonna be Chronic that comes away with this ball. Needs one more touch, and he's not gonna get it, but First Killer will take over. LJ with full tank of boost waiting for a pass as well. And it's not going to get to him. Instead, it's coming back the other way. Chronic in a real awkward spot on the back wall as Eris wins the race to that corner boost, getting around LJ. He might even be able to turn on this ball, but First Killer should have it and does. Just past Eris. Chronic there as well. JNAP shut him down.
Right now, the Ultimates, they're keeping one person up pretty far, just anticipating some sort of a catch. His First Killer got this one away from Aqua, falls to the hands of LJ, takes his time under 1, still in the corner though. You see FK lurking in the center.
LJ! It's so good! Look at this! He just 1v3'd.
Oh, this is brilliant from LJ. Just I'm going up. Nope. Coming back down. Going back over. Brilliant individual effort out of LJ. And the lead again for Ultimates. They just keep jumping in front, forcing Pioneers to play catch-up. JNAPS is already way downfield, so LJ's got to bring that to his own back wall. Aqua trying to line up a double. JNAPS is there, and he
Guys, Ultimates cannot play backboard defense. What is this?
Add to the insane amount he has collected over the years, and this is an important one at that. You've got less than 2 minutes to go in a tied game, trying to keep that shootout going as the Ultimates are now next to try and respond.
Pioneers coming out of Group A yesterday. They're the only, when you look at the teams that are in these 2 groups, you look at what Ultimates had in their group, NRG, Space Station. So like, okay, small wonder they're in the lower bracket, but then you look at the elite company that JNAPS is in, as Chronic will try to bring one across, and JNAPS is up to meet him. The only other players that hit the 3 milestones that he hit for his score and goals and saves in his career. First Killer, Justin, Garrett. They're all over in Group B. It really does make Group A look like the charity group in the grand scheme of things. But they have survived up to this point, and they have a chance.
Oh, that's a rip. He didn't get the boost.
Funniest thing ever, at least this side of GK. As Eris,
No, stop double committing, guys. For once in your lives.
Eris has to retreat. He's got nothing in the tank, and the Ultimates breathing down his neck.
For right now, I really do gotta hand it to the Pioneers. They've been able to at least slow down.
Ah, let's go! Aqua's own goalie. I love it.
Yeah, Aqua, little awkward there as LJ. I mean, LJ just used Aqua as a obstacle on the field to put that one in. A little bank shot off Aqua, and it's Ultimates in front again, but now only with 32 seconds. We've seen JNAPS up a lot in this game. Another shot. Boy, tough save for first killer, and then Chronic coming in to disrupt the shot effort from JNAPS. Aqua jumping into action. JNAPS is there, but so is the entire Ultimates defense. The Pioneers have not been out of this game at any point. Now they've only got 10 seconds left in a back and forth affair. Aqua's gonna bring it to his own back wall. Down to 5 seconds. Chronic slowed him down, maybe enough. Eris thrown at the backboard. Nobody's got any boost for Pioneers. First killer can to spike it down, and Ultimates win a very swingy game 1.
Yeah, that was a very, very back and forth first game, and I don't know if many people would have expected that out of the Pioneers, but hey, if you're a Pioneers fan, that is a great sign for the rest of this series, especially because it's a longer one, right? It's best of 7, and if they're able to keep up that momentum and stamina, this might not be as a long shot as most people think. But I do gotta hand it to the Ultimates. As far as, you know, comparisons, there were, for obvious reasons, a couple less mistakes. Speaking to the Pioneer own goal that really threw things off the footing that they were able to have compared to the Ultimates.
I mean, already looking better than their only other meeting so far this season. It went 3-0 to Ultimates. They outscored Pioneers 10-3 in that series. And I guess in theory, they still could. But, you know, game 1, I mean, again, we saw JNAPS. We keep saying he saved the best for last. This is the last hurrah for JNAPS. Unless they go on and win the whole thing and actually qualify for Birmingham. And then I think you almost have to play the second split, right?
Right. You would think there's a moment where you could reconsider a little bit if that much success follows suit.
Well, that is a long, long way away, and after a tall mountain to be climbed here as we wait for game number 2 here at Forbidden Temple. These two squads playing to almost a stalemate in the first 5 minutes, if not for that own goal. I mean, you say own goal, I mean, LJ did quite intentionally play that off of Aqua into the net. So, you know, unlucky as it was a great play by LJ, who had a phenomenal first game, credited with a hat trick. If you
who won game 1
as well.
Ultimates.
LJ, an absolute menace.
Oh, Lord.
Off of an Aqua own goal.
Oh, of course. I was worried for a second. I was like, no, they're actually selling.
Yeah, oh, we were. Don't worry. we were tossing a bit. But
Birmingham representing North America. They do have some work to do, or if not,
okay. All right, KCP.
Good start here though, winning the first game. And now we're off and running for game 2.
Pioneers the next EK apparently.
Pioneers have a lot more worry. My God.
Even if Pioneers were to win the regional, I don't think they could even make it, could they?
No, they can, but they can still make it. They just need a lot more to go their way.
Give them a lead in the first 14.
Aqua also able to take first killer out
I still can't believe what DK did to make the fucking
literally no one can.
major.
And so it's Pioneers.
Oh my God!
How long will that lead last?
Huh.
JNAPS there to stop first killer. Doesn't have anything in the tank at all, but Eris does, and he can bring this downfield. Aqua behind him. JNAPS running.
This might be a goal. It is. Oh,
you're behind me.
yeah. I guess I can go back to Twitch. Maybe they'll stop giving me ads now.
They don't do ads in between games. Just know that. They only do them like in between matches when they're not talking.
Hey, we scored.
Everything LJ
Dude,
touches
Eris
turns to
going
gold.
What the? What a dunk by LJ.
Bank that off the side. Chronic there, right place, right time. Nobody expected that ball to go over there. 1-all as LJ again puts his mark on this series.
And that's a player that you really want to have step up if you are an Ultimates fan, because he is capable of so much. And when all 3 members of the Ultimates are playing on the same level, it is a nasty challenge to try and stop them. But for now, Pioneers taking a few shots of their own.
Dude, we are playing awful right now.
The pass over to JNAPS finds a nice
that
little
part
slot in
is
that bottom
very
left.
cool.
JNAPS strikes again. I mentioned his shooting percentage comes into the day at almost 35%. Now, shooting percentage, one of those stats that you kind of look at and go, okay, it cannot always tell the whole story. But again, a higher number than he's ever finished a regional with. You expect it to go down because those are superhuman numbers. Nobody ever maintains that. But again, for his last ever event, pulling out all the stops, and this is, you know, peak JNAPS right now that has Pioneers in front in game 2.
I mean, it's like you said, though, when you know it's the end or nearing the end, you are throwing everything out there, and teammates might have been onto something. There's going to be something in the water, a little bit of a different approach to this game here, but JNAPS on no boost still manages to stop Chronic's shot. Eris up next, not quite as successful as the 50 goes to Chronic. The touch
Nice.
first, and 2-2 on the board.
Oh, Chronic again. Over across the field after a great challenge by First Killer. And Aqua didn't have a chance whether First Killer touched it or not. That was going in, and we're all tied up again.
For a while, it's kind of been a question of how many of these underdog teams are actually going to be able to create an upset. And of course, after last week's stacks, with
Oh my god, who's
pull
Aqua on the
what was
Pete?
literally deemed a less than 3% chance towards impossible. Pioneers, they're trying their darnest to at least end this in some sort of an upset. Again, it's a tied game, which is a good position to be as you enter the second half right here. But First Killer's touch goes forward, and Chronic's going to collect it. Maybe he can send it back to somebody here. Tries to go for the sneaky waterfall, but Aqua was there for the backup.
Oh, LJ getting that back to Chronic, disrupting the kind of slow-moving Pioneers attack. And JNAP's just going to bow out of this play. Aqua diving in, and Eris has nothing in the tank. This could be trouble for Pioneers, but JNAP's will boom it right back across the center line. And Chronic with the save, falling towards his own crossbar. That had potential to be really hairy for the Pioneers' defense. Saw them getting maybe just a little overextended there.
Okay, so I got really good news. If we really want it, if we do end up, if it does work out, there are some really good options.
All right. I mean, if you send me a link, I can.
Yeah.
I'll check them out.
I feel like this is finally one. It's been a minute since we've seen LJ really just be that solo player.
I mean, there's some ups and downs, like, you know, you seen Ghost? Yes.
That now Pioneers are trailing behind with 90 seconds left to go, and the ultimate's rushing in their face. FK from
But
makes the angle,
yeah, I mean,
and the second
like,
touch to
technically,
This is absolutely sick. Getting this on target.
Well, actually, I don't know. That's like real, because it's a really weird situation because I have I forgot what it was called, but there's like an account my mom has that has like a ton of money in there, but it can only be used for school stuff to buy all tickets. I don't know.
It's technically school housing, is it not?
I don't think it would qualify. That's for use for like stuff like actual.
If you're a full-time
Wait, FK, look at this shit. Dude, FK just pre-jumped this.
Anywhere else, if that ball is put anywhere else along the goal line, it's into the net. It was literally placed at the only point where an Ultimates defender could get back and save it. Absolute heartbreak. JNAP's trying to make the most out of it as he just gets that ball away from harm, and
First Killer trying to put JNAP's out. Say go to sleep, old man.
Out to the corner. Things were looking so well for Pioneers, and then all of a sudden,
dude, FK is just going.
Chronic, nothing in the tank, so he's
I like this FK.
I mean, FK has not been the problem with this team so far. I can tell you that. I mean, I say that with every FK team, but like,
I was gonna say, like,
I know.
We've said that how many times?
I know,
now?
but it's like, dude, I don't know how much more First Killer can like literally put up like 1,000-point games before like. It's just so weird. I'm not disagreeing that I do think FK makes his teammates worse, but individually he's just so unbelievably good. I mean, FK looks insanely good today. It's really, I don't know. LJ just hasn't been the same guy that he was the last 2 seasons. FK's the problem? Yeah. What the fuck? I looked away and Auburn went from being up 7-5 to now 19-6. What are we? We're cooked. Man's the ball.
95% open, and they roll the ball.
I really don't know how the heck to make a team with him work. Because he's just so... I don't know how a player can be as good as he is, and then it just like... I don't know.
I mean, it happens all the time.
9 total here over the first couple of games, and they pull away at the
People are saying that it's so funny that people it's so funny that people in they're like, oh my god, LJ looks so good. I'm like, what? Have we seen LJ play defense yet? LJ looks awful on defense.
4 minutes.
No, shut up after.
That has been their
The product's just been on the field, I guess, but
I think a lot of what could help the Pioneers out would be finding a way to slow LJ down. Don't let that ball fall into his hands. Sad.
that was actually the I just, what a no-look pass, and then he missed the layup. That's so sad. He literally did a no-look behind the back pass, and then did not miss the layup. That's depressing.
They look and they feel great, and I mean, again, a big part of that,
What a foul.
I would say in this particular, at least the last game, was LJ. When LJ is solo playing and setting people up, I feel like then Chronic starts to become a lot more confident, and then FK's like, well, now we're at my speed, I can just run around and, you know, this is my playground kind of beat. And then the Pioneers are just like, whoa, this is not where we were at before, not our same level. We are not getting this ball as much as we were before, and it's so much harder to force the ultimates back into their half when you give them the amount of space that you have been.
We saw Jay Naps a moment ago, again playing in his last regional qualifier. Unless they make the major, who knows? But he's got 3 goals in this series. Eris has added a couple. Aqua has added 4 assists for the Pioneers. But again, all that overshadowed by LJ, who has been brilliant. Not just the numbers,
these are like
4
the
goals and a
top
couple
3
of
that I
assists.
found.
That's matched by First Killer, identical score line. But again, LJ, every single challenge, it seems, has been right on the money. He has been otherworldly in this opening series.
He's the problem.
2 games.
Hey man, he may never win anything, but I will still root for him. I'll just be very depressed rooting for him. You know, I think I'm just like, I'm really just, you know, the kind of guy who likes to be tortured. Maybe I just have a weird kink for it.
Apparently so.
I chose to be a Chronic fan, so, you know, maybe this is what I... Although, I did think I was signing up for a major champion team, so, when I first got here, so... I got led on. When really I was just in for pure pain.
Could I buy a house? Let's see, what houses can I afford on Zillow? Let's see what they got for me.
What a demo by J-Naps. Chronic is backwards for some reason. He's 10 feet deep in net backwards.
Didn't find the mark. Briscoe was trying to decoy there for LJ coming on, and Pioneers are having none of it. Again, it's this first 4
I
minutes.
can't lie, these houses are a lot cheaper than I expected them to be. Oh my god.
This is open net. Yeah,
And the accuracy betraying Pioneers just a little bit now over the last, 3 minutes of gameplay.
It's so frustrating.
Dude, these houses are insanely cheap. Oh my god. Biscuit asking what he can afford immediately makes me think of that Willy Wonka meme of him saying, "You get nothing, you lose. Good day, sir."
But that is exactly what the Ultimates are playing with. Is LJ tried to
LJ.
no, Eris had him beat out, and this one clears all the way back into blue. And First Killer is not going to be able to recreate that pinch. Not this time. Oh, Pioneers, are still inching forward, but as soon as they take an inch forward on the field, the Ultimates throw them back 50 feet.
Well, Jay Naps has been a target. Everybody's been a target in this game. Ultimates handful of demos. Still haven't broken the scoreless deadlock, though, as JNAP's got the midfield boost, but he centered that ball for first killer.
That's really unlucky by JNAPs.
First killer strikes for the ultimates.
This is so unlucky. He freaking wall pinched it out straight to FK.
Was not gonna be not only there back in time, but at least not awkward. He was very awkward after that bump onto him. A 1-goal lead for the Ultimates now is a very dangerous position for the Pioneers because this has become much less of a shootout as the series has gone on.
Well, JNAP's tried to throw Chronic off, got the ball centered.
What a save.
There, but so too is LJ, who also gets it done on both ends of the field.
Nice. That's really unfortunate from Eris. Okay, LJ's looking a lot better now. He's cooking Chronic's place. To be fair, JNAPs is turning back the time with the performance this weekend. This dude has looked really good so far.
I think if Pioneers
It's just so strange, but
they'd be doing all right today. But Ultimates are on another level. And Eris had to avoid.
okay, we have opened the floodgates now.
Traffic coming through. First killer will roll this one in.
They finally showed up. Look at them go.
You can see LJ
I am happy. I'm a happy man.
got in Eris's way, and Ultimates add to their
Maybe
talent.
now I can use this RLCS buff to go cook in Rocket League, because I was not cooking yesterday.
It's gonna be a very back and forth kind of series, but
I'll make a top 4.
Ultimates have gone on. They're just gaining more and more knowledge on the Pioneers, and they're recognizing how almost easy it feels for them to pinball this ball around these 3 players. And they're gonna try again here on.
Yesterday I was playing ranked. I genuinely played like probably like 15 matches, and for the I just went back and forth. I literally just sat even all the way until the very end, and then I lost 3 straight.
Well, and unfortunately for Pioneers,
I just could not cross the even barrier.
problem of boost management. Ultimates have just constantly had more boost in the tank than Pioneers have throughout the series. And eventually
That's a goal.
Aqua, though, takes Chronic out of the play, and Eris will just let it go in and give another one to JNAPs.
I mean, it's a good moment to have, right? If you can finally let the Ultimates beat themselves out a little bit. Chronic wanted to go for that challenge on there, and not necessarily unnecessary, but it did take him out of the play entirely. And Pioneers finally have a little bit of hope out in their hands.
Cut off.
Now first killer. Let's take a judge. I was thinking maybe. Oh, LJ. He's up.
Oh, LJ, that was almost gross.
That one home. Would have liked to see them maybe just kind of push that ball in, just that split second faster. You hope that doesn't come back to.
That's a goal.
As JNAPs had everything to
Oh,
shoot.
never mind. There's no follow-up.
Teeth of the defense. Didn't have much of
What
the
the?
time to go up with.
Wait.
LJ down to Chronic.
Oh my god. Crack.
Everybody dives in, and the
That was a really good pass, too.
just off target. Big break for Pioneers. Can they break out of the zone? Can they punish Ultimates for overextending? No. LJ, first killer, 2-man play, and Aqua makes
the heck?
save.
Right now, things are starting to slow down just a tiny bit, which could be a good sign for the Pioneers if they can collect enough boost to make a strength level play. And LJ, 50 down, first killer to follow it around, 35 seconds on the clock. He makes the pass.
And Chronic side flip.
But the touch
Sick.
from Eris allows the Pioneers into that blue half. Can they find the hope goal here? Eris on target, first killer out.
Great concentration out of first killer there, covering the options, but there's
Sick.
Aqua with 18
We cannot play defense to save our life.
feed from JNAPs.
I mean, you would
Oh,
hope
Chronic got bumped. That's why. Never mind.
a
Point,
golden
here goes.
goal to keep the Pioneers in this game, and hopefully one less away from a match point as we go into OT.
Well, they let this go all the way back to first killer, and gonna force Pioneers to burn their boost. Common theme, Chronic blocked by Aqua. It's only LJ at the back, but nobody else could dive onto the ball. They started coming forward a little too late.
LJ,
Final nail in the coffin.
welcome to the team, LJ. It's glad for you to show up after 2.5 weeks.
Just said no.
Maybe this is what will be enough to put us over the edge. Not really. I have no belief.
I'll give us that lead and another win on the board. 4-2 with 2 seconds to go. The have done it. They are on their way
What?
to a potential
Wait, am I, wait. Was there not 1 second on the clock there?
4-3, 5-2,
What?
4-2.
Did we all just see the same thing? There was 1 second on the clock left, right?
To kick things off today, and still one more to go, but Pioneers just have not been able to keep pace with the Ultimates as the series has gone on. They just kind of get worn down. And again, it's those closing moments. I mean, you saw the last goal scored by LJ. We might see it again here at the tail end, where Ultimates has kind of pushed forward. It looked like they might have left an opening, but nobody took charge for Pioneers, primarily because they couldn't. And LJ is there to just kind of put the game away, put it on ice, and now give him, what, 6 goals in the
CBM is fucking...
Chronic has helped on 5 of them and scored 1 of his own. This is as deadly an Ultimate squad.
Wait, Miles Kelly is 14 already?
This is the Ultimates that if they were to make the major, this is the level.
Oh my god, Miles Kelly's 4 for 5 on threes?
If possible, but there's a long journey ahead of them. This is just one step on the road to that major.
My
They are
goat.
gonna need one more win here, but the Pioneers, I mean, we've said it before, J-Naps, he's looked different. He's done the best he's ever had. He has one more opportunity to show the entire world what he has been made of.
Could be the last game of the career.
Dumbass idea was it to put the washer in the dryer with the only access being in the master bedroom.
Take that away from LJ. Chronic dumping it right back in. Slow them down at every turn. First killer. Quickly onto this. No, the pinch not followed up in time. And now LJ and Chronic will work downfield again. Every time Pioneers repel them, it's coming right back in as Eris blocks off Chronic.
God, it's so crazy how old these houses are, man.
Too much. They do have plenty collectively. Eris circling around at the back waiting, but Aqua's dunk will force.
Oh my god, I thought FK was gonna go for an actual psycho there, and I was like,
Yo, this house has a stripper pole. Goated.
Well,
I think in
for
this
Chronic there.
play time a little bit for as confident and as precise as they've been. It's not a bad play.
What?
Reset over two.
How is
Still manages
getting
to
a...
keep us in
Wait, this is a goal.
of the Ultimates, and this 50
Wow.
to the wrong person right on the nose of Chronic.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's
Back
just your
on the
day.
nose of Chronic.
That goes right into a perfect spot for Chronic to chase it down. Ultimates have had everything go their way as they try to retire.
Oh my god, FK. Oh my god, dude, I thought FK was about to pre-jump that and absolutely peak.
You thought FK was gonna peak.
Well, he already did it once this series, so I would not put it past him to do it again.
You know, it would make things more entertaining.
I think it made it more entertaining. Pioneers actually, like, could finish a game. Because
that would be nice, but we're talking about Pioneers here.
no, we're that's why we're kind of just smooth sailing.
Easy to find anything, let alone a shot for this team. Pioneers.
Sure, follow up. Yeah, that's cool.
Not a single one registered, but somebody who does, and it feels like they have 1,000,000, is LJ. A full team play. It was FK to Chronic, and Chronic's little play.
I didn't even know Aqua was there.
Just let LJ have the
Just miss.
to put Ultimates up 2-0.
For all the talk about milestones, you might have to ask D-Rect how close LJ is to hitting some of these milestones. He has been phenomenal. Tongue-in-cheek there. I know he doesn't have nearly the amount of game time as Chronic is.
Woo! Well, that was fun. Good warm-up series.
Make this tally up as quick as possible.
At least I won't be depressed about Rocket League today.
Add to the record. Try and make it as young as you can. 3-0, less than 3 minutes on the clock. This is running away from the Pioneers. They need.
Yeah, nice run there, J-Naps.
Enjoy retirement, old man. Chronic is pre-jump. Wait, Chronic. Oh my god. after, you remember how you talked about, like, you know, G2, you know, with their, like, freestyling series last season? I think we're seeing that from Ultimates right now. We're starting to freestyle and go for pre-jumps and stuff. Oh.
And there's still some life for Pioneers.
This isn't the end quite yet for this team. JNaps is going to try his darndest to keep their foot in it. 2:19 to go. You're down by 2 goals. The Pioneers, most of their success usually comes off of the kickoff here, and once again, it goes into that half. It's just about seeing how they follow it up. JNaps tried to make a center, but Aqua calls himself off as they go all the way back to try and collect and slow things down as the Ultimates head their way.
Chronic is all over this, but it's going to fall freely to, well, First Killer had an awkward jump. Looked like he had that ball all the way. LJ and First Killer aren't going to connect it. Things are getting really sloppy right now for Ultimates, and the door is open just a little bit.
Okay, well, I'm going to go
take advantage of that. Just haven't been able to. First Killer.
Already.
Chronic trying to put it away perhaps, but the shot's going to be well high. And now Aqua has JNaps downfield, kind of battling with First Killer. It's going to be a high bounce, tough to get on top of, and Chronic has it away. Nobody home, and Chronic makes it a 4-1 lead.
This unfortunately was not the time to play a little too risky at that point. I think Pioneers were hoping some of the luck that the Ultimates were having would
Come on, Janai. What are we doing?
Lap, but unfortunately for them, it all belongs to Chronic, First Killer, and LJ. Chronic takes another moment. LJ just takes his time. Flick over one. Chronic in the air. There isn't going to be a bump on one, but still a 3-goal lead with just a minute to go. I mean, they're chilling.
He's alive.
Oh, Aqua having that one drifting to the left a little bit.
Consolation.
First Killer, JNaps,
at least JNaps will go down as a better player all the time.
As has been a bit of a theme in this series.
Until he wins the World Championship. But enjoy the last minute of JNap's career, because this is it.
Phenomenal series. He's added quite a bit in this game alone.
I can't. It's one of those like days that I never thought I would actually see.
It all adds up.
Here we are.
To a well-balanced.
It was coming, but
I can't tell if this is like
Chronic hits First Killer.
Where did
Darius
or whoever that was just go?
41
you see that?
seconds left
Aqua?
on this field.
Where's Aqua going?
He thought he had a second. He did not.
But I mean, the journey continues on for the Ultimates in the best way.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like more like if seeing RLCS without JNaps will probably be on the same level as seeing the NFL without Brady. I don't know where my mind
Nothing will ever be to that level, but
yeah, you say that, but we're also like far more invested in RLCS and rugby than we ever were in the NFL.
In particular, it truly was a valiant effort.
Okay,
like, I've watched more RLCS than I have football.
Pioneers to try and keep
this kind of.
Okay, well that might just be a you thing, because I definitely have watched way more football.
That is playing at a very
And I watched every RLCS match. Okay, well let me rephrase. I've watched way more RLCS than I have Patriots games. Brady play.
Okay, that's kind of fair, and it probably is the same for me, but that's only because I don't have access to Patriots games.
That is tough.
Like, unless you know, it's a local game or a primetime game. See, it was nice when we had like 6 primetime games a year because I got to watch them all the time.
I think as somebody, when you read the tweet, right?
And unfortunately, not had primetime games recently. But now we have Drake May, so we'll be fine.
Yeah, the future GOAT. Patrick Mahomes, step aside. There's a GOAT.
I mean, basically every advanced analytic is saying he is on the same level as Josh Allen, so I'm here for it.
Oh wait, this might be the only series in RLCS history that the loser will get interviewed.
Tiring now, right? And it just
maybe.
He just, you know, defied Father Time for his.
Would not be shocked to see it.
But yes, coming to the realization that this is the end for Jacob Knappman.
Hey, at least he's going out with a smile on his face.
Career it has been.
Yeah.
Twice on the World Championship stage.
If only he got his world title, man. It's so painful that of all players, if I get one, it's him.
Come as close as you could. But the story in the end is
Yeah.
all about the ultimates. They
Hey,
get
well,
7
again,
goals
at least he'll go
out
down
of
as a better
LJ.
player all the time than
They get
FK ever
another
will.
7 out of first killer.
Yeah, that's only because he has way more longevity. What if like FK plays for like 4 more years, wins a major, you know?
Never wins anything.
Nah, he's winning a world championship. Trust.
No, he's not.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, he's gonna replace the Atomic. Him, Beast Mode, and Daniel are gonna win
It'll
it.
get worse.
Did
You like my one yesterday where I said, I don't know if I said in your chat or if I said it in the VC of, next season when Frosty replaces Atomic, to Energy just win it all.
Maybe. One of Auburn's basketball players has 17 points, and we are 12 minutes into the game.
It's funny you say that because that's like just a standard SGA pace.
That's funny, because dude, like in college basketball, that is literally like, I mean, that's on pace for like a 40-point game. Well, not records, but like that's a 40-point game probably. Oh my god, oh, dude, if he nailed another 3 to hit 20, holy. Yeah, he's like on pace to get like 40 points this game, which is ridiculously good in college. No one gets 40 points.
That's crazy to me. I watch at least a couple 49-point games get dropped in the NBA every
Dude,
night.
okay, they're just like feeding him and he's just chucking threes. Which, I mean, fair enough, he's been shots here at him, but can we do anything else but just chuck threes? I'd like to build a sizable lead.
They're just copying the Celtics game plan.
I told Biscuit that if both Auburn and Ultimates lose today, I'm going to his house and I'm getting wasted.
Well, it sounds like you will not be getting wasted, which is good because we have a scrim tonight.
I know. I'm in a good mood now. I can deal with one disappointment, but if I had to deal with double disappointment, I think I'd cry. Only so much disappointment's allowed.
I talked to Clef and I kind of feel bad for him because no one will scrim Denver.
I would if like we could.
They're in the East.
Well, that's not even the reason why. It's just at like he keeps doing it like at a time. That's not really like.
And it's just been the fact that like the past couple of nights we haven't been able to scrim much, and that's mainly when Clef's been posting all of his scrims.
Yeah.
And he's posted for like 9 different hours in the past 3 days and has gotten to scrim once.
Yeah. No, like I definitely would scrim if I had to. Like if we could. We've just been busy.
I always feel bad for people like Clef because I don't think Clef actually is like.
I don't
actually think he's arrogant or anything like that.
Yeah, no. I hate like his takes suck, but I actually like I don't hate Clef. I have nothing wrong with Clef. He's chill. It's fun to like, bully him, but I'm kidding, obviously. I still have no like. I have no problem with that.
Up next is Strictly Business versus Genji. What a matchup of titans.
Dude, why am I... Okay, I have never in my life gotten an ad on the RLCS Twitch stream until today. And I've gotten a bunch of them. It's so weird.
Have you checked your Prime membership?
Well, no, like, I've never been subscribed to them is the thing. And I've never got an ad until now.
You don't need to be subscribed to a Twitch channel to avoid ads.
Get weightless hydration that goes deep with Neutrogena Hydro Boost on Amazon today. Stop overthinking your skincare routine.
I've never subscribed to a channel in my life, and I haven't gotten a Twitch ad in like.
Well, it depends on the stream. Like,
fair enough, I guess, but.
It's like, are you watching like people who are like small streamers or stuff on Twitch, or?
I haven't the slightest clue.
Because like, if they're not affiliate, you're not going to get ads. But you only get ads if they're affiliate. But I've never gotten an ad on like most big.
Is he supposed to stream today?
He is streaming. He's streaming right now. I already met. Yeah, I already talked to him earlier.
Oh, he's not on Twitch then.
No, he's on YouTube. I already went in this chat earlier to say I just I'm streaming, so I haven't been able to really keep up.
Bro, the Warriors might get better. They get Kaminga back on Monday. Oh yeah, he is streaming. What the heck? Why didn't I get the notification? Oh, he's been streaming for an hour and a half?
I think I'm watching the most horrific video ever. I just watched someone cook a Squirtle.
What? Come again?
They just chopped up a Squirtle and made him into a soup.
Please tell this to me. What does that even mean?
You'll see. I don't like what I just watched.
That is the most noisy ninja thing I've ever seen in my life.
What?
This dude is in a section of Rivermore that it's just it's between the wall and the back of a house, so no one on planet Earth will ever see this area, and he just spent the last 15 minutes working on the grass.
I don't know when he's releasing his first video of the.
Have you released any?
I was waiting on him to release it. I have my first video done. I have the first 2 videos done and edited. I just have to make the thumbnails.
What are the other 2 doing?
I don't know what they're doing.
Are they just playing to play?
No, they're recording. They're both recording. Like, all of us are recording. I just don't know what they're playing. Like, I don't know, like, at least what Raven. Like, I know Shadow said he's not planning on putting too much like effort into the editing. Which is kind of the same thing with me. I'm not putting too crazy amount of effort into the editing, but I just do
out here saying Rocket League's boring. I gotta call him out for this.
How could he? Where's his grinder mindset gone?
Like different events. Like and stuff like that, you can do.
Dude, Noisy looks so much.
Make more space.
Skinnier now.
Holy cow.
But like you can cast matches. What else can you do? You can play matches. You can do the modded stuff. You can train. What else can you do?
No, this account is me.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I know.
The content side of Rocket League is where I feel Rocket League is struggling. Just because you can't really be creative with it. That's one reason I chose to go to Minecraft, because I can be creative with it. I can decide to build stuff like this, or I can just do some mini game, you know? It doesn't have to be the same thing 24/7. I can do hardcore, I can do... Hold up. One second. Let me make sure everyone's okay.
He's just ignoring us and I was dipping.
I didn't call Rocket League boring. I called Rocket League content boring. I'll be right back.
I just enjoy competing too much. No.
And with that victory, they send out the Pioneers, and alongside that,
it's after Aaron Game Buster, yes sir.
JNAP Ultimates do come out on top, which was the expected result.
I mean, once you get to SSL, there's really not much to do.
I have Chronic joining me on that one.
It's called Emily.
I am obligated to,
I just heard the RLs and boring in the same sentence.
Taking out JNAP just so you know preemptively, but congratulations on the win.
I know, Mr.
I'm not happy about it either, but
it's hard. I mean, I guess going into the matchup,
say that Rocket League content
knowing
isn't
the result, you have to get the win.
There's
Obviously,
only
this is
3
your
things
job
you can
to
do in it.
I mean, I guess what were your thoughts as a team or as an individual? Because you said yourself,
just the variety of stuff you can do content-wise.
I've been a fan of JNAP since like pretty much I rooted for him in G2 until I was pro, so it's kind of sad to see him
like I loved doing the competitive scene of Rocket League.
You know, I didn't want
just
to be
general,
as last year was, but we had to do what we needed to do.
But the content side.
I mean, again, I guess the positive look is the passing of the torch, you know.
If everyone's doing it,
an obligation or I guess a responsibility
for
you guys to carry on that legacy and for yourself to just keep winning. That's the perspective
we've done.
Maybe I
take. Pretty solid so far.
Yeah, I always love how Minecraft villages always end up like looking completely unrealistic. Their attempt to make it look realistic, it just makes them look completely unrealistic.
I mean, I guess looking at the series itself,
it's like how many times have you walked through a town and they're just like flowers on the side of the road and you know random bushes along the side of the highway.
Well, to be fair, it's supposed to be a medieval, so who knows?
On the cams, did you feel a shift of like, okay, we do have this?
Someone tells me they did not have the means back then to keep up
their
bushes like this.
They should be beating pretty much every time. And after game 1, it just felt like it was kind of like smooth sailing from there. It just like the goals were coming pretty easily, and as long as we didn't concede, it was just like we were just gonna win.
Now, I guess looking at the season as a whole so far, now that we're into the final open before
it's easy to get burned out.
Get to that major, whereas you guys likely will be able to clinch your spot, but still on the fence of that. Do you feel like this point, given your guys' talent, that you probably should have? Where were your expectations, I guess, in terms of being able to lock in one of those spots and when that would have happened?
Here's what I'll say about Rocket League.
Yeah, this is probably within expectation. You know, our
the
goal
competitive
is
side
to
of
be
Rocket
the best
League,
team
I
in NA,
love.
so we always are
Absolutely
trying to win. So we
love
probably
the
would have
competitive
liked
scene of Rocket League.
to lock it in before
Like,
this point.
I'm not talking about like.
We just want to do our best in this regional.
I'm
and have
talking
some
about
confidence
like
going into the
legit
major.
competitive.
After we lock that in, of course.
So much fun.
Yeah, and,
that is
and as long as I'm not looking at
by
wrong here, I
far the
believe
most fun
you
I
guys
had.
will play the losers of Space Station.
If only stuck around, man. We could have just not had Dead Sea.
Dude, if we had Vert 2, man, it would have been great.
Well, we can't even have 5 players.
We find a way.
The Goonies plus the Flash.
There you go.
I'd love it.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And that was the most fun I
whoever
had
it is,
in Rocket
hopefully you
League
guys can get the win
doing,
against them, so you can lock in your journey to Birmingham. So I'm gonna let you go lock in, and good luck.
All right, thank you.
Do I 1v1 J-Dubs?
You'd probably kill him.
Again, I appreciate what you did, Bates, before.
I don't know. You want to?
I think it was Davey, not Hatcher, realistically, that was doing the flight stuff. It may, I mean,
realistically, I guess we have to expect it. You're right. I mean, they're the better team. I said that. That much is obvious. LJ's balling out. It's hard to beat that.
I think it was Davey.
It's hard to beat. I mean, Pioneers, they put up a lot of
goals. It was one of the
now.
two. I know it was one of the two.
It's just that the defense is Swiss cheese, man. It was just too simple, too easy.
No, what's actually
Junior.
what's
One,
actually?
he had to
I knew
hit
it
where
was
to
one
shoot for once, and then 2, he's leaned back mid-series. They were comfortable, they were confident, and that was just gonna be a guaranteed dub for him, you know. But I mean, shout out to Big J. Now, shout out to Captain Canada. I had to get the jersey.
Not me.
Hey, yeah. Jersey
What
on
type
my
of games
shoulders,
do you play?
Repping Malcolm, one of the most greatest jerseys of all time. I mean, come on now.
What are the type of games you play?
You know
I mean,
what this is.
Right now,
I also came ready, you know, just in case Pioneers actually pulled it off, but
I don't
outside of reporting, there's some other stuff I play.
How?
When I
feel left out here.
That's pretty rare nowadays.
Yeah, let's. I gotta get one.
Let's be real noisy. When have you ever had time?
By the way,
that's true.
I enjoy good MMO.
Talk about that
I will
match.
say that.
I mean, you know, from your perspective, how do you feel about this Ultimates team moving through the rest of the bracket?
RPG is always
fun. Well, like I said during the series, I think if Pioneers ran up against any other team, they'd probably still be alive. Ultimates were just.
You should get on and play in between matches.
From the start,
What? Yeah, I'm doing my watch party. How are they? Is it a 6-point game? We were just up by like 15.
Dude, I watch Alpha Cat do this all the time. Where he'll like in between his series, he'll like stream games and whatnot. So how can you not? Alpha Cat can figure it out. How?
I'm lazy.
That's fair.
That could really do some damage at a
Now back to back on mute. So we're about all right. I think we are. I think we're close to clinching the major.
Yeah, they've one down is what they.
I think if S is
in a good position to be able to.
The only way you would it is again if you go.
More matches.
I think if Jinji lose here, we clinch.
Pirates and Space Station later. We just talked about that one. But up next,
you're at what points now? Aren't you at
20
above Genji's? I thought Genji can only get to 19.
To work some magic against
no, they can get to 20.
You know, I think.
So we've clinched a tiebreaker.
With this
so you just need to win tomorrow. Which who do you play?
For Strictly Biz. We didn't get
loser of upper quarterfinal 2. So you'll lose. You'll play Poab. Okay, well.
Yeah, well, they're in the same boat as Pioneers, right?
That's unfortunate.
Win and also they need
so imagine if Poab could do the funniest thing.
You know,
again.
They beat SSG and then beat Ultimate or send SSG down to play Ultimates.
Oh my god. Dude, I don't want to like. I mean, we already played Poap we played Moist last season. That wasn't fun. They ruined my day.
Superhuman performance every now and then.
So, I mean, we're gonna be on your side of the bracket if y'all win today. So,
have a chance here.
Do me a favor and don't win.
For you guys.
Yeah, Bates.
Wow, I did not know that's what Crispy looked like. Not gonna lie.
Pump them up here because you know their opponents on their side. On the other side, well, we expected a lot out of them. Had a bit of difficulties, but I still think that floor has shown to be a little bit higher than their opponents in Strictly Business.
Hand out, he is a beautiful man.
Magic Bear.
I mean,
He's getting older.
He doesn't look older.
There's a time, by the way, where this guy was like the second best ones player in NA.
That's crazy. What is this camera angle? What the heck?
They gotta pull off a GK run. Both teams
What
have
is
to,
this
but
hair?
PJ, they have a greater chance of doing
I always
that.
find it really
They're a
funny
team
when
that's been
people's like
together
hairstyle
for
is
longer.
literally just
They've
I
been through
just
the ups. They've had
pushed
leads
my hair
so
down in
far.
front of my
I think
face.
the expectations a little bit have been taken off them. They're playing a little bit more stressful.
I'm so mad Gingy actually have good jerseys this season. Like, why couldn't it be last season when I actually bought one of their jerseys?
Is their jerseys any different?
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, have you seen the jerseys from last season compared to what they're wearing right now?
I've seen your jerseys, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen their jerseys, their current ones.
Reynolds and Kev, or not Kev, but Rockeye were both wearing them. Yes.
I just thought with the white.
Yeah, the white and black, and it just looks better. It looks like an actual jersey, not like a fucking minus. I don't know if Ultimates are gonna ever release a jersey or not.
I think he's such a solid person to have in that team. You see them smile.
But as soon as they do, I'm probably getting one. Well, maybe. I'll probably get one for the second split. I don't want to get one and then like Chronic get kicked again. Like that was my risk last season. I don't want it to happen.
See, now gonna run into a situation where the same thing happened last year. You're gonna get one just for them to bomb out against KCP at Worlds.
Good news is I will be at Worlds to watch it.
Alright, then you're gonna bomb out at the Raleigh Major.
Please no. Dude, what are we shooting today? Ginny, like, does Janai Broom have a point?
I don't even know who that is.
He has 0. The best player in college basketball, and he currently has 0 points, and it's almost halftime.
You forget Cooper Flag exists.
He's better. Well, he's not a better prospect, but he's a better like. He's
not better than Cooper Flag.
At this point, I feel like
he puts up better stats in a like literally the hardest conference in the history of basketball.
I've seen about
stats. He's also on the best team in basketball, so I would hope he puts up good stats.
Yeah, like for me,
if anything, would that mean he's getting stealing stats? If his team's better, would that mean his team is stealing stats?
No. You and I both know that's only how that works in 2K. That's not how that actually works.
I mean, obviously you got just that fan factor.
Go ask Shaquille O'Neal if he was getting stats stolen by Kobe.
You know, a lot of people are going to be rooting for them.
I don't know.
Is on the other side.
I mean, he's not a bad. Like, I mean, he's still. I mean, he's the favorite to win. Player of the year or so.
Obviously coming in.
For Cooper Flag.
But the chance is still there. They're up against
Racing. I don't think he's a better prospect, but he is a better college basketball player.
Two teams, one.
He's got to shoot more threes.
Is it decent? Oh no, he's not very good. He's like a 20%, 25%.
How is that decent? What?
Okay, he's not like. I can tell you actually real quick what it is. He's just like
25% decent in college.
No, that's actually pretty bad. What is he at threes?
Wait, Herc's back. The heck?
Yeah.
When did she get back?
He's a 29% or 30% 3-point shooter.
Pretty terrible.
Well, he's also basically like he averages like 20 points and 12 rebounds a game.
We're starting off good.
Crispy just got bumped by his teammate.
I don't think it didn't look like Crispy actually got bumped.
He did. He got hit in the back of his car. But yeah, I mean, he averages like 20. He's a 20 like in 12 averager. Let's see. Okay, 18.8 and 11 rebounds a game.
That is. This is why I don't watch college. That sounds just miserable to watch. If that's the best basketball player in college basketball.
Yeah. Rebounds are not. People don't actually get that high of rebound numbers, which is kind of, or point numbers. It's just not.
Yeah, the point numbers is the leading scorer in college basketball is 23 points per game.
Yeah. But I mean,
Cooper Flag's at 19 points per game. What's your guys?
18.8. Janai Broom.
Just saying.
Yeah, but look at the rebound difference.
Look at the shooting split difference. What's this guy's name? Jabari?
Janai Broom.
How the heck do I spell that?
J-O-H. Yeah, that works too.
His name is Johnny.
No, it's Janai. I'm telling you, it's Janai.
I am looking at Johnny.
His name is it's pronounced. I promise you, it's pronounced Janai.
You cannot convince me otherwise anymore. It's too late.
Oh my god.
He is Johnny to me.
This guy.
I feel like that might be like could get me in trouble, but hey, I live with my decision.
Something to watch for sure. But things have seemed to start to stabilize here in North America.
I forget just how unbelievably brain dead this Strictly Business team is.
It started
Back when we thought Samas was the upcomer GOAT, he has not been.
It's not his fault. He's teaming with Crispy and EXO.
EXO season.
EXO couldn't even drag you to an NCS victory.
I'm gonna be honest. I think a part of me really doubts that.
I think you're overvaluing yourself.
Well, damn.
Which that might not be good. What is that touch magic bear? That might be really bad for me and Desi then. If a pro player can't even do it.
This has to be a goal, right?
Forget, Magic Bear is the slowest player on Earth.
All that work from Magic Bear to pave that way for Cheese. Reynolds had to go for the opposite.
Wait, he's missing.
Frick, Reynolds.
Oh, you're behind. That's why. You just saw that open net miss.
Stop with these dudes. Why are pros worse at hitting open nets than you are?
I have a good feeling that they are not.
I don't know. Watch Reynolds miss more open nets in the past 2 weeks than I have out of you, so. Now, we don't talk about contested shooting, but.
And as hardcore as you are going to be disruptively trying to move Strictly Business out of the way, Gen.G cannot catch themselves upfield too far, and sometimes that happens, and that's where things really quickly fall apart. The center goes out into the corner, and a low boost Gen.G.
Watching the Strictly Business team lose gives me life, purely because Taylor tried to convince me that them beating Energy wasn't a surprise.
That Gen.G is dishing out as far as aggression is
Taylor?
concerned. And now 90 seconds to go.
That's some cracker cane right there.
At a tied game.
Yeah, broke out of that long defensive stint, and the lanes are here. There it is.
That news for you.
EXO beats the last defender, and Strictly
I really think I'm pretty sure Gen.G's gonna, or someone's getting kicked after the split. There's just no way. They've just gotten progressively worse and worse and worse.
Already in position, and they've grabbed this away from Gen.G. Not how they want this game one to go. This outside bid at a major.
Wait, did South Carolina win another game?
And there's another one.
Reynolds! What is that?
Maybe going one way.
It's starting to
Oh, they're up
swing 100%
big on Arkansas.
in favor of Strictly Business. I maybe shouldn't say 100%.
How do you miss the challenge that badly?
This whole time, that's probably a little too hardcore, but definitely a high percentage in favor of Strictly Business. That second goal there is really going to set up a confidence booster as far as this next minute and 20 seconds-ish are concerned. Reynolds just throws it. Magic Bear was there just in the off chance he needed a bump.
Defense will not be played.
Spots the target, and it's in.
Yeah, Seamoss got caught ball watching.
Is Energy the last match of the day?
Surely had to know
Yeah.
It
that ball
is.
was going to be challenged in some respect. Even
That's not
Hey man, that's literally been my team for the last 2 weeks.
confidence that told him he could move forward there.
We literally just don't play anyone.
They've loved that
Or was, there are zero good matches today outside of possibly the Energy and Complexity series, and historically that has not been a good series.
Nah, bro. Hoab takes it.
Yeah. Please do Collab.
That would not be good for my health. That would put Energy, Ultimates, and SSG all on the same side.
I'm here for it.
Man, one thing I will say that is slightly concerning for Strictly Business is how close these players are playing to each other.
See, no, what would be really funny is if Poab beats SSG, then Ultimates need, or sorry, Energy need to do a big brain move and lose to Cole. That way, their opponent's gonna be what? Freaking wait.
Although this one's not a shot on target,
I guess their opponent would likely be like Strictly Business or Gen.G.
So Reynolds is going to try and work some magic here. This one pops up. Ixo takes
Yeah.
it away. And 10 seconds on the clock. One goal is the miracle to stay in this game number 1. As Magic Bear takes his time. Drop down over to Reynolds.
What a touch. Bump him.
Boost to work with, and
Wow, what a save by Ixo. Fair enough, dude.
goal line, strictly business. Barely take that game 1.
Was a good last try, even getting that bump. The shot had no height on it. It dropped straight to
You missed
the
these,
ground.
right?
Did see
Oh,
the
he didn't miss
shadow of the
these.
net pop up around the ball, but ultimately was not going to roll in, and strictly business hanging on to it, really in large part thanks to their kickoff, getting them that extra goal that put them on top of Gen G. Gen G, though, they had a chance.
Oh my god, we are so good at basketball.
I'm really hoping you guys lose.
You always want us to lose, man.
What is the title? What is it? Which championship do you want? March Madness or the other one? Or both?
Everything. I want everything.
Okay, I hope you lose both. Are you guys gonna be? I'm assuming you'll be a 1 seed at March Madness.
Yeah, basically
How many
we're
1
seeds
seeds have lost in history? What, 1?
to 16 seed?
Yeah.
2.
2? Okay, I hope you're the 3rd.
All I'm saying
I
is
hope, like, Georgia Tech or something comes around and just ends your dreams.
Auburn is to the point where if we forfeit the rest of our games, we'd still be a 1 seed.
Fans out there, obviously, if you kept up with their run yesterday, they
Look at you,
like
Ohio
a different
Mighty.
team than what we're seeing right now. And a lot
Well,
of
considering we are about to break the record, like, okay, let me describe this. So there's a thing in college basketball called the quadrant system for determining, like, you know, the strength of opponents. Which, you know, quad 1 is the best, and that's, you know, when you face good teams all season. The record for most quad 1 wins in a season is 17. Auburn, with the potential to get 6 more, already has 15.
can Gen G keep up with a team that
Mid.
starts to match their pace?
We are quite literally on pace to have the greatest strength of record in the history of the sport. Mid. Oh, this guy coming back. Let's go. Here's the talk shit.
Perfect timing. Comes back just to agree with me.
Square on it. He's got all the momentum, and it's nigh impossible at that point to actually make
Who
that
are we
save,
scrimming tonight?
no matter how well you square up on the ball there.
Yeah, he won't tell me. I'm 90% sure it's Seattle against Flash, but he won't
It
tell
is not a West team, I'll tell you that.
It's not. Ooh. Fancy. Alright, it's gonna be like some really, like, random ass East team. Like, no, not Carolina. That's too.
I'll tell you, our projected win total will be 6-2 if we play games.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, is it Buffalo? Or is it Baltimore?
Carolina?
Actually, no. No, Baltimore we 8-0.
Wait. Did you say it is or isn't in the West?
He said East. It has to be Buffalo. Do we get to face the legend himself, Hotspots?
I don't know, Buffalo took 3 games off
Wait,
Portland.
how
I
is
think we beat 6-2
Buffalo in
them.
the East? Are these teams not, like, actually conference by...
I want you to think about that sentence for a second.
Did you just...
As
Do you
in,
know
like,
what...
Buffalo, New York? Oh my god, I got East.
My brother, Christ, which side is the East?
Dude, I love the confidence of, yeah, you mean Buffalo, New York? In the East? Like, yes.
Yeah, you're right.
You know
never
what?
mind. Okay, so then Carolina would be a correct guess. I don't. I was second guessing myself because I was like, wait, but Carolina's in our conference, and then I was like, yeah, no, that's not right.
So, Strictly Business are gonna roll through Gen G at this rate.
Apparently.
Crazy.
So, well, that's good for me.
Why?
Because it means that I'm pretty sure we clinched a major if Gen G lose.
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
I was gonna say Gen G
Really?
could pull
Hold on,
DK,
hold on.
but, like,
Would you rather clinch the major if it comes at the cost of our EU overlords taking another win on NA soil? Where is your national pride?
He's got none. He's selfish.
Yeah, no kidding.
I am pretty selfish. I would rather my team just, like, be locked in and not have any stress the rest of this weekend.
Or if Strictly Business were playing Ultimates, I'd be rooting for Ultimates all day long.
I never said I was rooting for Strictly Business. I just said I'm okay with it. I would rather Gen G win. I like Reynolds. I like the org. I want them to win.
Oh, it sounds like you're a Samos fan.
I'd rather Gen G win.
What are you,
I just
Nico
don't
lover?
No, I just have zero belief. All right, so we're probably playing a hotspot. That's probably what.
I don't know. You seem pretty confident that we could 6-2 Buffalo, so.
Well, I don't think
it's Carolina.
Well, I don't think it'd be Baltimore because if it was Baltimore, we'd 8-0 them.
Is there North and South Carolina, or is it just Carolina?
It's just Carolina.
Okay, never mind. I don't think we beat Carolina because in that squad have NK.
No, NK's he's non-playing.
Why is NK listed on Carolina then?
Because he's their AGM.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Yeah, I think I guess Carolina.
They were good when they had Covey. They don't have Covey no more.
But still, they find a way, strictly business, to get the clear downfield. Crispy last man.
And you know, there's a specific reason why they don't have Covey. That was funny.
Wonder why.
Good times, man. Alright, at some point today, I need to take a quiz at some point during this series. Do I do it now, or do I wait for the POAB series?
Just do it now. I mean, do you have to like, is it a lockdown browser, or you just like...
Yeah, it's gonna take at least an hour, which is why I'm scared to do it later.
That's our quiz?
I would just do it now.
Yeah,
I'll go ahead and do it now then.
Quiz, yeah, our quizzes are lengthy at times.
Yeah, I'd do it now then. Don't risk it.
I'll be back in a bit then, boys.
Alright, we'll see you.
May our EU overlords perish.
Crispy trying to hand some of that pain back by deleting cheese on the off rotation.
Come on.
In the back end, those demos have been lethal. I mean, both teams have dished it out, right, Jorby? But somehow, right now, strictly business, their level of aggression just feels a lot more fluid as to Genji. It's been taking them out of a couple of plays and bringing a little bit more opportunity for strictly business. Although Magic Bear's shot is
wow, that's just in.
over the head of Seamus, and Genji find their lead.
And Seamus, again, guilty of turning. He should not be turning upfield. You can see Magic Bear on your cam that whole time. You know that ball's coming back. Why are you turning upfield? That's 2 times now. It didn't cost you the game in game number 1. It certainly just may have cost you the game in game number 2, though. You gotta be a little more aware as third man in those situations. You can't keep getting punished like that.
Absolutely not. And 1 minute left to go. 2 demos on the back end just puts Reynolds in a position to make this touch and slow strictly business down. You saw Cheese playing the patient game on the sidewall, though it's not going to be too needed right now as strictly business can't find each other. This ball's still out. And Magic Bear just going to try and take Genji.
Hey, Jedi Broom has a point. Let's go. What the fuck? Dude.
I don't know why, but I thought Reynolds retired for some reason.
No. 42 of Auburn's 47 points are from 3 players.
Wow. If that isn't basketball, I don't know what is, man.
It kind of helps when one of those players is 5 for 9 from 3 in the first half.
Oh, wow.
Running out of time for strictly business.
I mean, right now, strictly business 2, boost management quite has not been on their side, and these demos.
Holy, we are being out-rebounded so badly.
2 seconds on the clock, it's still
Yikes.
low boost for Seamus. He has to get a touch. Ixo keeps it up. Can he get the boost and the collect? He does. It's popped into the hands of someone who wants it on the ground.
After's gonna come back and Genji's gonna win like 4-3 in a nail-biter series.
Basically.
But I think both of these games, Magic Bear is creating a lot of the magic.
You're gonna miss the series of the season.
A lot of his work being done off the ball.
Nah, I still think DK beating Casey is gonna be the series of the season.
He'll threaten a challenge and
it wasn't that good of a it was a
yeah, but it's the wow factor of watching.
Yeah. It was wild to watch. It wasn't a good I mean, it wasn't a good series. It was a complete domination, but it was wild to watch.
Strictly Business's way again with that 2-goal lead, Hercules.
It really did.
I think it was better than. It was a lot better
for
series, but.
I think the series, like a good long series, is gonna come from like SSG, and one of like the 4, like 2 of the 4 combination, but like SSG, NRG, KC or
Such a bad foul, man. Why would we foul there? All we have to do is just kill the ball and we go into the 15-point lead.
I mean, I don't think Mickey win to get themselves here. So
dude, how does Hudson have 3 fouls in the first half?
Genji is as time
How is that possible?
they're getting a lot more acclimated to this team.
All right, half court heave. We got this.
Like themselves that we saw yesterday.
Oh my god, he missed the free throw. All right, miss another one, and then we half court heave it.
Layover on this one. And so, Stacks, congratulations. Your 60-40% split is looking quite good right now. We'll see how it goes. This time, it was a fake kickoff with the quick cheat up from Strictly Business. Do love that we see more teams implementing different types of kickoffs. Some teams only have one other in the kit, but it seems like Strictly Business, they've got a couple that they like to go to, and, well, there you go. Not a kickoff goal, but you got possession here off the corner. And Ixo, Crispy catching Cheese out, expecting that Crispy touch again.
He missed both free throws. Chuck it!
And giving the opening for Ixo.
Just a nice play.
No, not even close. All right, 15-point lead. I will take it.
All three past the midline, you get a little nervous, but for them it worked
You
out in that
missed both
situation.
free throws.
The bigger question is,
yeah.
can you do it again? Can you hold on to it, or is this a repeat of the last game? Ixo, tiny touches are trying to get this one towards that net. The bump out is Ixo on no boost. Is going to have to try and follow this one. The challenge comes through from Rettles, but no way around Seamus.
Decent control by Strictly Business on defense, giving themselves a chance at a 50. A chance to get these clears downfield. They slowly split the half against Gen G. Just that follow-up touch, not an easy one for Cheese to catch up to.
Good start for this game, I guess.
Hands. Crispy, nice catch off the ceiling. He wants a bump. Oh, and wow, Rettles. He had to wait. He knew jumping, he was going to get bumped. So he just waited and hoped he got his chance, and the timing for Rettles there was excellent. Cheese has to make another stop. Magic Bear gets in front of it again. And a pop-up for Rettles.
How many fouls were there in the first half? There was 23 fouls in that first half. What? That is so many.
But he got to keep on going. Magic Bear back to Cheese. Shot is wide, and still, although there is plenty of time, it is counting down. Rettles trying to do it by himself. Ixo on no boost manages to make his save and his part in slowing Gen G down. And Gen G is going to play a little bit of the safer game here. You see that third man playing a lot further back, and that feels like the right call right now because it's allowed them to hold on to this possession for much longer than they have in the past.
Can't hold on to this ball for too long in the blue half. It's a good catch from Rettles, turning downfield and maybe finding a little bit of his group stage stealth you were talking about earlier, Hercules. Well, get Gen G into position. They need this goal right now. Crispy, not a ton of boost in the tank. And wow, Seamus prevented the shot, bumped Magic Bear off his mark, barely keeps that ball out. A lot of close chances on these 50-50s that could end up turning into a goal. Gen G holding on to this ball, but simply cannot find a way in through Strictly Business's net.
They definitely cannot right now, but the demos are coming out from all ends of the field. You see Cheese all the way up there trying to be a menace. Rettles gets demoed off the play. Magic Bear shot is wide. And Ixo, when you see his name tag in net, it feels like there is a wall being built. And Crispy, unfortunately, doesn't have that same aura right now. Cheese gets past him, and it's a tied game.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, when Rettles is carrying the ball, the work had already been done. He doesn't have the boost to actually get up to that challenge. He does his best to try to get there in time, but Rettles creating that opportunity, and that was after a long stint holding on to that midfield line, Hercules. They're able to convert again. Thing that they could not do in game one has not shown up since.
One thing that has been missing for this Gen G team is the ability to close out a lot of the games that they are in. They usually find their footing back, maybe even a lead here or there, but it's the closeout that has been the difference maker. And they're trying to find that lead. Ixo's shot was denied, and Gen G is already on their transition attack here. One touch, disruptive, a minute 36 to go. Time dwindling away towards a scary OT unless somebody can find this last-minute lead.
Strictly Business all off the ball. Seamus has to hope he gets the challenge. That's the best work he could have got out of that. Hold from Magic Bear. Flips back around for the dunk. Excellent positioning there as well. The slowdown from Cheese. Gen G really thinking about the approach on the 50s. It's giving them opportunities. Strictly Business's defense has not made it easy.
I feel like with a defense like Strictly Business 2, a lot of the times a team like Gen G Mobile 1 should, in theory, be able to easily get them off field. They're known for the bumps and the demos. The shot is wide and the save comes through. No follow-up after that from Ixo. Crispy's gonna try his hand at it with a half a tank to work with, but this one's still off target. And Gen G's hearts are racing. Demos are coming out. They're like, just send them back into their own half at this point, and it works enough to get past the mid-line. Magic Bear's up to slow it down. Jordan with 30 seconds to go and a wide shot on target. Strictly Business are ramping things up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see the demo totals after this game, as Magic Bear has just been killing everybody. Everybody on Gen G at least getting involved, throwing hands. Strictly Business trying to keep things all professional here in the orange half. Cheese across. Seamus was able to cut Reynolds off. Now Reynolds lost the ball. No boost for Seamus either. Look like something will develop unless Magic Bear's just given the free lane out. And he'll drop the ball, but Ixo doesn't cough up the ball. We got overtime.
A very intense one at that, because any foot forward past your opposition is going to be a huge amount of confidence into the rest of the series. Again, this is a very close matchup, and the teams realize it, and Gen G has to respect the fact that Strictly Business have really been on top of their game here in this third open qualifier. Both of them still have a foot, a tiny foot, maybe more like a toe in the door towards Birmingham at this point, but they're not out yet.
Don't stub it on the way in. Free lane, but no boost for Ixo. Crispy also trying to get himself in position. Has Crispy ever had boosts in this game? Every time we see him.
Reynolds, you suck at shooting, man.
Another opportunity for Reynolds in front of the box, and he doesn't put it on target. Ends up ripping it wide. Ixo drops this down. Pass in front. Crispy will score, but Ixo goes vintage here.
You saw low boost in the back end, not only for Magic Bear, but also for Cheese. And Cheese, unfortunately, when he went up and down, that left that net wide open for Strictly Business, and they took an advantage. A game lead in the series now falls to the boys in blue.
Go back to that touch in front of the box. I don't know if she may have grabbed it or not there at the end. It did happen kind of bang, bang, but Reynolds, or I think it was Magic Bear who had set it up, and Reynolds just ripped that ball so wide. And it ends up being off target. It's the transition, and not even, what, 15 seconds later, Ixo's doing this to both of them. They both commit for the same ball. Magic Bear and Cheese, they get off the mark, they get out of sync, and now you're down in the series here. Strictly Business finding ways to get it done, and not always in the most comfortable of manners. You talked about boost management, but really, you're not just having to fight with your boost totals, you're also fighting with the amount of demos that Gen G were handing out. Strictly Business, they'll throw it back. Not afraid to get chippy themselves, but there was a lot of demos happening for Gen G that just didn't open up the space they were hoping for.
Yeah, right now, I feel like when Gen G goes out of their way for a demo, right, sometimes it not necessarily takes them out of the play, but it does make things a little bit more difficult than if it were to naturally fall into their path. And unfortunately for them, Strictly Business, a lot of those demos are coming right into their path, right? So Strictly Business, you know, despite the low boost and the insane amount of saves that they were able to pull off with that, Gen G, I mean, they're not even playing bad, Jorby. It's just, it's one of those moments where you're like, you're kind of meeting your match, and you also aren't playing to your full potential. So
I don't know, Hercules. I mean, Reynolds should be hitting that shot, and Cheese and Magic Bear double commit when they see Ixo in the air. Where's the discipline there at the end? It all fell apart for them. Those are not mistakes that Gen G should be making at this point. These are longtime veterans of the game. You gotta have more poise than that in this situation where your major hopes are on the line. You know, you gotta win this event and you need help. And there's a long way to get there here for the playoffs. You've done a lot of the work in the game. You know, you're absolutely right. They're doing a lot of the things right. But you said it yourself, right? Closing these games has been an issue for Gen G. It's continuing to be an issue here against Strictly Business.
Well, another opportunity in this best of 7 for Gen G to tie up the series is in front of them. Otherwise, Strictly Business will head on over to a match point if they collect another win here. This 150's back into the hands of Cheese.
Dude, playing the game on like 50% speed and then ramping it up to 100 is like crazy. Like it feels like the game is like faster than usual.
Yeah, that's why I don't really like doing it, because everyone's like, oh, you know, feels like slowed down, but to me it always feels like it's going faster.
Crispy was trying for the undercarriage double tap reset. Very high percentage chance there of that. Still, Cheese will grab this ball. I think Gen G, really, everything that they've done has been fun. You know, I don't think there's any issue with the tactics or anything like that. Their approach to the game, and it just really comes down to the execution at the very end of it.
I think slow-mo is definitely good for helping you like fix small things, but like,
yeah.
It's not. I would not recommend doing it before any series or anything, because you need a little calibration afterwards.
And Magic Bear just lobbed it for Cheese to try and catch. Unfortunately for him, he got beat out. And I mean, you said it best. Magic Bear has really been having a standout series, and Cheese is gonna take his turn at this one. A player that we've seen score what feels like 1,000,000 times at most, but one goal in particular gives Gen G Mobile 1 the confidence in this game, number 4.
Yeah, good shot from Cheese. Had to be well placed, because you saw how well CMOS was able to cover the net there. So he put that one top corner. Another fake kickoff. If I'm Gen G, I'm just assuming first man's not going for that ball on the kickoff. They haven't. I think the last like 5 or 6 kickoffs for Strictly Business, it has been some form of first man faking the touch and faking the kickoff. Like Gen G, that's probably one adaptation they can make, is you got to play off of that and call them on. Like, fine, you're not going to play that first, and try to adjust to that kickoff and try to get an advantage there. You have the lead here. You know that may not last forever here with how Strictly Business have been playing. And
wow, okay, Samas just peaked.
entire team will pick up the game tying goal.
It's just another catch out. A little bit of hesitation there from Reynolds too allowed Seamus the opportunity to just throw it, and so long as it is on target, it is probably going to find its way in at this point. A tight game, not the worst position to be in for Gen G, but if
you know what's funny to think about is there's probably some like EU bubble players out there that have like super big egos, and they're like, oh yeah, NA's easy, and then I'm telling you, this definitely happens. Then they go to do like NA qualifiers and they get shit on.
I imagine most EU bubble players play EU qualifiers.
Yeah, I'm definitely sure some of them get curious sometimes, and they're like,
well, if they try to play NA, that's an entire season wasted.
You can't go back and forth?
No, you can only play on one region. You can play on whatever region you want, but after you do that, you get region locked.
Oh, I did not know that.
Steal it back. Right now they're being slowed down. Cheese, not quite a great touch as Magic Bear throws it up into the sky. There is no follow. It has to come from him.
I think I'm gonna play EU rank on my ult account.
You wanted Magic, you asked for Magic, and you got it.
Sometimes you just gotta throw a little pixie dust in the hat to get the wish that you're looking for. And Magic Bear pops out of it.
How is Arkansas down 30 points to the worst team in the SEC? How does that happen?
Get the momentum to catch up to that ball, and of course gets a perfect touch off the nose. However, off the kickoff.
Oh, my friend, have you heard of the SEC buff?
Maybe making Gen G sweat a little bit.
Yeah, but like, Top Tier might be really bad. And they are up 30 right now.
Demo means all 3 members of
Hey
Gen
man,
G
it's
Mobile
SEC,
1 get
you
to
never
stay
know.
alive.
I mean, fucking Vanderbilt, you know, beat Alabama, so.
No bump on the play out in the path, and that's what I was talking about before.
It is really funny that going into SEC play, everyone's like, okay, if you win 14 SEC games, that's probably enough to get a share of the title. And we are 1/2 away from already surpassing that.
Wait,
Morgan? Huh?
What did you say?
I said going into SEC play this season, it was like, the SEC was predicted to be so good that they said it's like, if you get 14 SEC wins, you're probably dude, that's probably enough to win the SEC, or at least get a share of the SEC title. Well, we are 1/2 away from already having 15. With still 2 more games to be played next week.
Get there on the transition. They make the most of it here with Reynolds' challenge. He stuffs the ball. Seamus tries to come down, and then Magic Bear doesn't just...
Somehow in the hardest conference in the history of the sport, we are surpassing every expectation.
Called them out on their patience. We were like, these are veterans. You should know when to slow down. And that was a perfect example of it from Magic Bear. Now a 1-goal lead off the kickoff. This ball in favor of Gen G. Magic Bear tries to throw it. Reynolds is going to stay a little bit further back as this one's tried to get cleared. And as we count down, 1 minute left to go, a shot off target, a demo in net. Gen G just barely holding on to this 1-goal lead.
Having to watch Seamus move downfield again. No pass connected. Crispy will hold the ball to buy time for his team. Ixo's actually coming off Gen G's back wall. Foot down. 2 committed from Gen G, and Seamus will catch it again. Trying to float this ball as long as possible. Another 50. Magic Bear can't find Reynolds. He had no boost. Shot denied for now. Seamus has to race back. Gen G kind of run into each other, and then Cheese gets bumped on his way back to the ball. Ixo demos Cheese out. In the last 30 seconds, strictly business. You thought they might have had a play there, but somehow Gen G got this ball back in the blue.
Right now, Gen G Mobile 1 have the resources to hold on for the next 15 seconds, but it's possession that's the difference maker. This one goes back. Reynolds already there. He's going to try and waste this time. He fakes the reset and tries to go under, and it keeps strictly business back just enough. 1 second, a shot and a dream denied. This one hits the ground, and we have a full series on our hands.
Going at least 6. The ball bounced with under a second left. That's what shocked me for a minute.
Oh my gosh, Gen G's gonna do it. They're gonna beat the fucking EU players.
Oh, well, it's a tight series. Let's calm down.
To get it done.
They're gonna do it.
8 shots from strictly business there, and 3 saves from Cheese alone. And not so heavy in the demo category this time for Gen G. Only 3 total demos in this game. But thanks to Magic Bear, 2 huge touches from him. This one in particular. Look how far he had to stretch to get back to that ball. Somehow strictly business, nobody was there for that challenge. I don't even think they believed that Magic Bear was going to get back to that. And they kind of froze on it. And then obviously the double dunk for Magic Bear helps get them through. And the Bears come out of hibernation as we are coming near the end of winter, Hercules.
Oh yeah, he's coming on out. I mean, right now, every time we have seen this team, it feels like one player on Gen G Mobile 1 usually stands out further from the rest. It's when all 3 are not necessarily peaking, but just playing at their full potential. That's the version of this roster that could take, you know, an entire major. But unfortunately for them, right now, Reynolds is a little bit further, Cheese is a little bit further than Magic Bear, and Strictly Business are decently equal with each other right now, although series in general is tied. Next game winner will claim match point.
Gen G done enough work to tie this up. It's not just one game you gotta win. Strictly business playing spoiler in this game are certainly giving you the bang for your buck if you were hoping for a close one. I'm sure Gen G fans, it's nothing new, although I'm sure they're hoping for something new, something easy for once, but hey, that's part of being a fan. Ixo and Crispy cut off here, and Seamus. At times, he's looked like the best player in the lobby, and at other times, he's looked like a liability as third man, but when he pops off, it definitely flashes on the screen. They need that again here for Strictly Business, as Ixo's just trying to buy some time on defense.
Crispy went up for his challenge. Good bump off the plate there, although this one clears up field. Crispy has no boost in the tank to work with, which means Magic Bear, the one that's kind of been starring out, has kept this in the possession of Gen G. 3:54 on the clock right now. First minute scoreless feels like a little bit of unfamiliar territory, especially with the amount of kickoff strats we've seen in the past, but the Magic Bear bumps are not even enough to open up a clear path against the strength of the Strictly Business defense.
Yeah, he's like the bear plow in this series. always screening across. He connects every time. I think that's the interesting part, is that you connect on so many of those bumps, and the fact that you weren't able to convert on how many of those have happened throughout the series. That is a testament as well to Strictly Business's defense. I know I've talked about how Gen G has missed a couple of their opportunities. Really, it's just 2 opportunities in particular that I'm talking about. Other than that, though, Strictly Business's defense has, well, they've held up. They've passed the test for the most part. CMOS trying to get it through right now. Magic Bear's backwards. Not much he'll be able to do unless Crispy just gives him a chance back at the ball, which he will.
CMOS took this one into the corner. There's that close play behind each other that I was talking about from Strictly Business. Cheese pops this one up. No boost means Reynolds just has to play the patient game, and he does. And this one's not going to fall back into his hands.
You just call him Cheese Puffs?
To the other, but a takeaway from Magic Bear, and a reset forward down isn't in, but it's an insane
Whoa, how'd that not go
attempt
in?
from Gen G.
Crispy on the point with no boost again. Starting to become a law of the universe at this point. Another clear for Gen G, but what do you got here? Magic Bear is smart to leave the challenge. Now he has a chance on the ball. Fakes the go-ahead on the reset. Cheese goes up high, and again, no window. Reynolds has to buy time. The ball hang time helps out as well. Double deletion. They've given up the ball. CMOS not quite far away enough, and he makes 2 solid challenges on 0 boost to get his team out of dodge.
Reynolds has the boost to make this challenge and keep it out for now. As Ixo's up next, this one's under 1. Reynolds past the midline, nobody there to help him out. It's him versus the entirety of Strictly Business. Towards the corner, the bump means the follow's gonna be a little slow, and it's out.
Crispy jump up again with the wave dash. It's just hard to
Oh,
really
so
get the ball in
nobody's
a
on
solid
playing
position to
ones
push it
today?
forward when every time you're behind the ball. What a save, Crispy. You're having to do it unlimited boost.
Huh?
Almost dropped it into the bucket.
Nobody's
Seems
playing
also
ones
Devil's
today,
Reynolds,
apparently.
So no follow-up will be coming.
Long queue.
And Crispy gets through.
Yeah.
Good first 15. The follow-up will bump Magic Bear.
I'm only 990 as well. I don't normally have this long in the queue.
What is Magic Bear doing?
There's a lot going on there. And
I just watched Magic Bear drive away from the ball and almost get scored on because of it.
to the Rocket League gods in that moment. The demo comes through. Magic Bear off the back.
Of course I get a guy 25 or more higher than me. Why wouldn't I?
Discombobulated.
Well, yeah, if you're waiting a long queue, it's probably because there's no one in your specific MMR range.
Look, I don't often see a bear murder
Queuing.
someone, but I saw a bear get away with murder there by leaving the net completely open and then somehow getting that save. But with 30 seconds left, it's still 0-0. Both teams trying to take the lead in the series. And across, Crispy avoids the bump. No boost, no flicks. Ixo has to help out. CMOS finding Ixo with 50. No contact.
Reynolds has to anticipate the challenge. This one does get past
They
one.
hope
It
we
was
get the ball
seamless.
back again already.
Push his way forward instead.
They already
5
foul.
seconds on the clock as Ixo has just enough, but Cheese has more. 3 seconds left, and Gen G take the lead.
Oh, it's such a tough hit for Ixo on low boost. The touch has to be perfect. It wasn't.
This idiot.
And the
Why
ball
did you
bounces underneath his car.
go for
He's
the
left stranded. Trying to buy his team time. Cheese will collect with 3 seconds remaining, but the kickoff going one way down to the ground. Gen G 1 away from surviving in the tournament and keeping their unlikely major hopes alive.
We have been waiting to see this team actually close out a game properly, and that was a great example of it, because in those last few moments, Dorby, that last minute were Strictly Business, they were all in their face. There was, it felt like, all right, if there was a time for a goal to
That
go
was
in
not
for
a good
Strictly
50.
Business,
What?
it should have been there.
Why would
and
I
like
do
you
that?
said, Magic Bear pulling
What a
off
dude.
miracle after
Oh,
miracle
ugh.
play for this team. Gen G, I mean, it's disgusting.
I think he thought Reynolds was gonna go for it, or whoever was backing him up there, and he was gonna play the out, looking at that again, and then he realized, he's like, oh wait, that's gotta go in. I gotta turn back in and make. Out of 10, you make a decision like that, and you make a miscue like that. That ball's into the net. It's straight down, dead eye center. And somehow he makes that save. He keeps them in the game.
Ducky has 5 turnovers in how many minutes? 4?
Only, what was that, 2 demos?
3 minutes? In 3 minutes, they have turned the ball 6. Oh my god, they just turned the ball over 6 times in 3 minutes. How do you...
Everywhere you can see. I don't even know if Michael Bay's still directing.
That's crazy. How? How's that possible?
Who did? Your team?
No, Kentucky. They were playing. They just turned the ball over 6 times in 3 minutes.
Control the pace of the game, and instead of
it's ridiculous. Like, how?
Over-rotate yourself into a transition goal, instead just control the ball, control the pace of play, win the game. If you think you're better talent-wise on the pitch, if you think you're just the better team, then you don't have to overdo it. Gen G aren't overdoing it right now, and it's working.
I cannot get a good 50 today. Holy shit.
I feel like the biggest thing you ever see online or conversation that surrounds this
Oh,
Gen
no,
G
I
Mobile
just
1
didn't even get
roster
it.
is
Nice.
the MO for the team has always been demos. Of course, if you have a player like Reddles on that team who's literally been known since he was a youngster for the demos, you just expect it. So when they do something unexpected, like slow themselves down, play a little bit more, you know, methodically, now you're sitting there as Strictly Business going, well, am I going to get demoed on this interaction, or are they just going to come at me, or is somebody going to go around me? And it adds a little bit more, you know, an element of surprise, I guess you can say, to the Gen G Mobile 1 team that otherwise, when they are playing like that, like they did in games 1 and 2, they feel a little less predictable. So Strictly Business down by 1 in the series. Match point though for Gen G Mobile 1.
Gen G would love to close it out here. They do love themselves a distance series though. You know, game 5s, game 7s. I'm sure 6 would be just fine for them here. Strictly Business have definitely made things difficult. That last game, outside of that one opportunity that Magic Bear was able to take away from them when he gave it to them, they haven't really been able to generate much more out of it. So how do you respond now that Gen G have locked things down and have played a lot more consistently behind this ball, have been able to control these 50s? Magic Bear straight up wins the touch. Reynolds wants cheese, but he has no boost. And oh, that's so nice when the boost just spawns as the ball's rolling towards you. I wish that happened to me more often.
I feel like that was also a good little tiny moment of communication. Cheese was like, in the off chance this spawns, just run it back. If not, we have enough time for a tiny touch, bro.
I'm thinking, why in the world are you passing this to me? I have no boost.
It worked in their favor at the end of it, and right now Strictly Business are doing what we've seen so many times in the past, just holding back what, you know, is like 10 shots from Gen G at this point. They're just throwing themselves at it, and Strictly Business, the difference maker has been, you know, you're not in your half anymore, and now Reynolds is demoing, bumping off the play. Magic Bear has the ball. I mean, Strictly Business, you gotta regain.
Did you say Monkey Moon?
I don't think so. I didn't hear it. So. But I don't know. I wasn't paying attention too much.
And there ain't no way you're catching back up to it. Magic Bear will collect, and this time, Gen G, they switch it right back. The demos, the bumps, the physical game, they've starved them out. And nothing Strictly Business could do about it. Got whittled down there by Gen G.
Such a beautiful play too from Cheese. I gotta give that man his flowers right there. That is a player who, you know, 8 times out of 10 is the one making the difference on this team. And, you know, since his debut on this roster, there's been a lot of talk about him. Can he keep up with veterans like Reddles and Magic Bear? And as time has gone on, he's gotten a lot better at it. And the Magic Bear is gonna show him who's boss. The demo play to give Gen G Mobile 1 a 2-goal lead.
The aerial bear this time, and when you strap a laser to the bear as well, that's a little deadly. And yeah, good luck surviving. Exploded through. Magic Bear having a great series. Even in the games Gen G had lost.
God damn it,
he
man.
had solid games, putting his team in position to at least do something with this ball.
I hit that. What?
He's even right there. The 50 gets away from the Strictly Business rotation. Reynolds gets a chance to do something with it, and he'll find Magic Bear back in stride.
There's a beautiful communication too, because he landed a little awkwardly off that.
They turn it over again. Oh no, I was gonna say. They turn it over. Yeah, they almost turned it over for a 7th time this half. Oh, that would have been crazy.
A 3-0 lead
Alright, looks like Gen G's gonna take care of business.
Recipe for success.
Well, here's something Gen G fans probably aren't too used to. A game 6 and it's 3-0. You're not stressing out as...
Oh my god, Kentucky has scored.
Okay, no, you're not stressing out. Not yet.
Wait, that was only a 2? I swear that was 3. Okay, yeah, strictly, or Gen G won, for sure.
You know, as the resident Gen G supporter, even in a game 6, it's never enough. A 4-0 lead is a little bit more comfortable.
Bang! Oh my god, and a 4, let's go.
You know what? We're gonna
Let's get him 4 points.
Whoa, delusional in a respectful way. I'm with them, okay?
Respectfully, you're delusional. It's not on my bingo card.
They're trying to pull off the GK run, right? Or the GK run, excuse me. So, I mean, there's an aspect of, you know, crossing your fingers and hoping for the best in this.
Can we go to another ad after we literally just got back from an ad?
Something like that off. It's the first of many
Of course we are. Of course we are.
And again, ad nauseum, as we've said it about 1,000,000 times, I'll say it 1,000,001. Gen G, to make the major, they not only have to win the entire event, but they need 1 of complexity to finish 5th or 6th, or Space Station to finish top 4 or worse. They just need 1 of those results plus the win. And very comfortable indeed here on Neo Tokyo. A 5-0 scoreline, but you know, Strictly Business definitely made this difficult for a while. I think that Gen G early in this series, I think it'd be unfair to say that they were the makers of their own struggles, because I do think Strictly Business gave them a lot of fits. But there were opportunities where if you're trying to win this event, you gotta close on it. So you get out of this series and you get to play another one. But if I'm Reynolds, I'm thinking I'm never missing another free shot at the top of the box. And he missed 2 in this series. But you're coming out a winner. And that's all you can really hope for when you make mistakes in a game like this, and when every single series matters for your major hopes. The fact that you come out and you're able to adjust, that's what you got to be able to hang your hat on. That's something Gen G as a team, you hear Raw Greg talk about it all the time. That's something that they do kind of make themselves their personality on, is adjusting and always reviewing and getting better and getting to the next game and being better than you were yesterday. And I think within this series, they showed that. They showed how they adapted. They were able to right the wrongs that they made in this series alone. So if you're a Gen G fan out there and you know how thin the margins are and you're looking for that hope, I think there it is right there as they start their journey here in this playoff bracket.
38 seconds between Gen G, Mobile One Racing, and a win that means everything, not only to them, but to the fans out there. There was a lot of hope that was lost after them not making it into the main event of the second open, and now, of course, in true Gen G fashion, they have to do the impossible, and right now, they are on their way to attempting to do it. I talked about having a foot in the door or a toe in. They now at least have 2 as they find a win that was much needed against Strictly Business here on Saturday.
Yeah, 2 feet and a full car through the door. Congratulations to Gen G for surviving in the playoffs and moving on in the tournament. Strictly Business. Fun to watch them maybe play that spoiler upset. And they certainly had a lot of fun plays in there. Nothing short of entertaining in the first half of that series. Post timeout, Gen G really didn't give Strictly Business too much to work with. A lot of those issues that were plaguing Strictly Business. Crispy never seeming to have boost when it mattered. CMOS ball watching his third man. EXO having a play or 2 here, honestly, mostly quiet for EXO. Outside of a couple of plays, quiet in terms of, nothing glaring in terms of mistakes. It's like Gen G, once they shorted up, they stopped over-rotating, stopped trying to force that physical game to work. Things really worked out, and I think Magic Bear really did have a solid series. I don't think he did anything like crazy special. I just think every time his name was called, he made a play good enough to give his team a chance to make the next step. And that's all you can really ask for in Rocket League when you're behind the ball. You don't have to make the play. You don't have to make the 1v.
Huh. That was strange.
What?
They just cut off Jorby like mid analysis and went to the friggin' cutscene or whatever, or to the break. I went to the ad break when he was in mid analysis. Alright, there's absolutely no world where we choke an 18-point lead, right? Now, Miles Kelly, holy fuck, this dude is so good! He has 7 3-pointers. They almost start making lunch? Yeah. Be back.
Oh, fuck!
From Paris, France to Paris, Texas, use your American Express Green Card and transform everyday purchases into memorable experiences. Earn 3 times membership rewards points on travel and on transit with Green from Amex. Learn more at americanexpress.com/explore-green. Terms apply.
Alexa, set timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Hello? Fucking word.
How did we score just points? So many points.
Anyways, production might be able to mute my mic, but they can't mute my mouth. I can yap forever. I don't need to breathe. You know, Gen G, they win the game. They got it done in 6 against Strictly Business. We got Leaf with Reynolds on the interview.
I'm glad we could get the end of Jorby's spiel there. Welcome on. Hey, Slater, how you doing, man? You got first win of the day. You feeling good about it? No. Oh, his mic's off, eh? Uh-oh. He's just gonna look around. Can you make us a funny face? That's pretty good. Okay, so
I can't hear what you're saying.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna do sign language. I don't know sign language. Reynolds can't hear me right now.
I'm gonna act like I know the interview's going.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You asked me how the series went.
Yeah.
Great for my teammates. Horribly for me. It was just one of those days. It just, I struggled. I felt it as soon as I woke up. It was just a bad day for me. Thankfully, I have 2 great teammates that, you know, good people as well, great people even, and they definitely put me on their back today, mentally and in game. I wasn't there all the way, and you know that's something I kind of pride myself on being. Today wasn't my day, so you know I appreciate both of them. I'm more than they know, and you know, if this series, if I played like that against anyone else in the top 8, it's not gonna be a win. So for me, in the next 24 hours, it's just preparing, getting ready for tomorrow, and you know, playing better.
Now the question is, can you see me?
Me? You can't hear you.
Alexa,
You can
cancel.
see me.
Maybe sign it.
Okay.
I can.
Okay, so
Maybe like
in
the
this
series
matchup,
score 4-2.
You and
Me.
them were 3-0.
3-0.
3-0.
3-0.
3-2. What happened?
3-2. Okay. So the run, this like tournament, this regional. Okay, got it. Coming to the regional, it was tough because you know we're in a spot where we underperformed the first 2. You know, underperforming is for us not beating the teams that are going to the major. You know, beating everyone else is nice, of course, but we want to be one of those 4 major teams. So it was, you know, kind of a reality check for us. And I think from, you know, Split 2, FIFA E, and even the first 2 regionals, we were a little comfortable just kind of submitting to the top team. So it was like, oh, okay, let's go in there and try and win. It wasn't like, okay, let's go in there and dominate, you know, and actually put ourselves in a spot where we can win. And, you know, it works when you're playing lower teams. It works when you're playing a Strictly Business or, you know, an Omelet or a Pioneers or a Deleted or the other teams we beat, you know, this regional or this split, but it does not work against a 9 lives, an Ultimates, an energy, complexity. You have no chance. So
set timer for
that's
2.5
kind
minutes.
of what we've been working on the last 2 weeks. It's kind of just like bringing the game to them. And I know it sounds super simple. It's not. We're just working on dominating more when possible.
So I think this is fun. So I'm going to do one more in this situation. I think production might relay this. How daunting is a long run like this to be able to qual for Birmingham? It's a very hard journey, and how hard is it mentally to stay locked in?
You know, it's kind of fun. It would be boring if we didn't have stuff like this in the esport. I think our team, you know, if you asked me this an hour ago, I would have told you is really ready for this. And if anyone's not ready, it's me. I struggled today, and I don't want to, you know, make this entire interview about myself, but my teammates were perfect today. They both played great. They both acted great. They were, you know, top tier teammates, and I kind of let them down. So it's all about, you know, getting back. Tomorrow's the big day. We squeaked through today, and thankfully we don't have another series today because I don't know, like, if I can handle it personally, but I'm really excited for tomorrow. It's time to, you know, take this day to rest up and get ready.
So I got to say, thank you. Much love and good luck going forward.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
I love it. Master class in interviews. Love Reynolds Bates. What a great guy. A perfect person to have in a situation like that, too.
Perfect person. I mean, listen, I was just looking at Slater, and I just think, man, I was like, man, Slater, you get a little up there in age. I can tell there's the wisdom in him. And listen, I'm glad he came out and said it. Kyle was going to say it for him. What I expect from Slater every single series, no matter what, is the hype, the energy, and just a ferocity. And I was looking at the camera, and I wasn't really seeing that much. Cheese would be emoting, he'd be excited, he'd be hyped up. And Slater, he just seemed like he was trying to get into it, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't really there mentally. And he kind of talked on that, and that's good. He really gave a lot of credit to Magic Bear and Cheese, who I thought played really solid. And listen, that was a big W because strictly business, it was an ugly series. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
GG ended up making it through.
All right.
It's interesting because after yesterday, I mean, Reynolds came out with looking like the best in his team. I think he was number 3 in a multiple different stats coming out of yesterday. But it just shows how hard it is to be consistent across day to day.
Yeah, no, this, again, I talked about it during the series. Genji Mobile 1 is one of those teams where usually one player is like at some sort of a super high and somebody's at a low, and it was off, but I mean, I respect it. You know, the fact that Magic Bear and Cheese were able to do a couple makeups there, you know, congrats to them. And hopefully things are a little bit better for Ruddles tomorrow.
Yeah, and you know, it shouldn't be too
Alexa,
hard on himself. It
cancel.
is hard. We know your teammates are playing good, but that drive is hopefully going to carry them through. They got a long run, and as you can see by the points, so many other teams do as well. We have 2 more matches for you today here on the North American Open 3 Saturday. It's Complexity Gaming and NRG to wrap things up, but up next, we have Pirates on a Boat facing off against Space Station Gaming. Space Station Gaming came in swinging in the first one and then fell a little bit short at 8-2, and now they're back to try to say, no, we know we can do this.
Yes, so this team is kind of had the same experience that Genji had, except they set themselves up so much better. In that first open, they went all the way to the grand finals against NRG, where they fell, but it was a very close series, so everybody got to see what this team truly was capable of. It's more so eyes on Poab to be like, all right, are y'all prepared to go up against an SSG that is actually playing to their potential?
Yeah, no, Bates, I mean, that's the thing is I love the players on this team. These guys, they're all fun guys. But the question is, can fun bring them through, you know, an SSG that's looking good into this region? What's Poab got on their side that's going to allow them to contest?
Well, I mean, listen, let me say this. This SSG squad, we're going to yap about them, but this Poab squad another time, they got more than just fun leave. They got skill. NRG lost twice. They lost to SSG, and they also lost to Poab, I believe, a week ago in the Swiss. So, I mean, Poab, they've got the necessary talent on the roster in order to get the job done. It's just a matter of if they can do it. They ended up dropping the Complexity yesterday, which is okay. Complexity, they're also up in this, I still don't know what to call this, the upper side of the bracket in this GSL format. So Poab has quality. They have players that can compete at the highest level. And SSG, they're not necessarily the most consistent team. They made it to the grand finals once, missed out the second time completely, and now they're back again. And I think that just we're seeing this wave of SSG just from yesterday. But Rock League's a day-by-day game. So just for us to even go on here and say that Poab They ain't got the necessary skill. They definitely got the skill. They're gonna have fun, like you said, and it's gonna be on SSG to really show the rest of the world that they're one of the best teams in the game.
All right, well, the progressive fan vote is still up, so who's it going to be, POAB or SSG? Do we think SSG got what it takes to run the whole time, or is POAB, one of the other NRG killers, going to be able to lock this one in? They still both have the second life. The question is, analysts, what do you guys think? I mean, Bates, you're saying the possibility for POAB to take this is there. Question is, you're going to follow through on it?
No. Like a prediction? like my prediction?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna go SSG right here. I do believe that they're the better team. They should be able to handle business, but POAB, they're a quality. This should be going probably about at least Neo Tokyo, maybe an Aqua Dome or Aqua, whatever that field's called. That's not Aqua Dome. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, you got it. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to back it up too. I mean, SSG Hark has to be my pick here. I mean, I'm loving what they're seeing. I believe in the skill and the ceiling they have. They just have to play to that ceiling.
Oh, for sure. I mean, especially after what we saw from them in the qual, I think any team who missed out on any event, right, the next one they come back in, they're going to be so much more motivated and play like themselves. And this 80-20, I feel is pretty along the lines. So, yeah, I'm behind SSG as well.
Well, we'll find out how it goes now as we get into our second to last matchup of the day. POAB has the chance to take down SSG, but the youngins on the other side looking to come in hot on today after taking out NRG for real. Can they make the rest of the bracket run?
There are two types of ships in the world. Ones that float on water and ones that float
So
through space.
the Auburn game is having technical difficulties, so it's no longer on TV, but they're still playing the game.
Spoiler here by taking down that space station.
So it's like, what?
Scribbles, Frosty, and Reveal make it back, and they're trying to do so with an emphatic tone and trying to cause an earthquake here in North America.
Game 1 brought to you by Progressive as we get to the upper bracket here on moving day, Saturday, where again we take all these long shots and see, can they make some waves? Gen G still alive, Pirates on a boat have slightly easier time of it, but you're up against a space station team that has kind of been feast or famine here this opening split. Jorby, great in the first open, and great here, Frosty with the double.
Yeah, that's a cold shot to start for Frosty. They have the back wall open, and 5-up, honestly, a good try to get up there and block it, but Frosty will put it in. And back when this team was the Snowmen last season, Stacks, and they burst out and surprised everybody with that top 4 finish that they got in spring, or in winter, I believe it was. Everyone thought we'd see them again, and they fizzled out, but they never made it back. This is different this time. Sure, you fizzled out in Open 2, but you're here again in Open 3, and doing so against Shore, locking #1 seed NRG 3-0. And you can take as little stock in that as you want, but still showing you how much Space Station are trying to get back to that form. This team is fun when they are clicking. And if they can put it together consistently, they might be one of the most dangerous teams, not just here in North America.
I'm sure 5-up will appreciate you glossing over the wide open net miss with nothing but free real estate in front.
Yeah, I glossed over a couple so lucky with me, Stacks. You know, I'm still getting my bearings down.
I mean, we saw it in the first series of the day too. Open nets seem to be the hardest one to hit.
Yeah,
and you can't afford to make mistakes like that with the margins for error being as slim as they are for the teams that have made those mistakes. Creams can't get a second touch here, and Hockey needs one more touch to try and center this, and the defense from SSG just too quick. But now you have to kind of overcome the mental block of, all right, this game should be tied. We're still against what has proven to be, I think, an elite team in North America, one of the teams that should be representing NA in Birmingham. How do we recover from that now and not let this get out of hand? This is not a good start with Scribbles almost putting one in.
To be fair to Scribbles there, he was having to play a timing read there as it came back towards him. He was in position for it. If you're going to be in position there, make the play. Make the play. Off the bar and out, though, and, well, maybe even 5-up can at least hang his hat on that, but I'm sure he'd love to just have the goal. Still, Pirates able to get that clear out and force Space Station back for now. You know, Pirates, they do have that outside shot as well. Beating Space Station here is actually what would help them on their journey. They need Space Station, I believe, to finish at least top 6 or worse. I'd have to double check my notes on that. But long and short, they have to also win the entire event. And we all know the likelihood of that. But either way, that's most of the teams not named Ultimates or Space Station as far as their major hopes are concerned.
Yeah, Space Station, after giving NRG all they could ask for and then some throughout the entirety of the split, it would be almost unfathomable to not have them representing the region in Birmingham. Hockey's going to have a ball right up to Creams, and Scribbles jumps in the way. And 5-up through traffic, able to find Creams, but we're seeing almost exactly the same thing we saw with Pioneers against Ultimates. Every time you look at Pirates, their boost totals tend to be pretty low. They're just not able to continue their pressure. It's Reveal, beaten out by Hockey. 5-up, looking for Hockey. He's got a full tank now. Frosty's there. Scribbles hangs tough and makes the stop. Only one more to beat, and Reveal does.
That's a great transition play from Space Station. Scribbles beating 2, and then Reveal is wide open in the middle of the field. Creams, I mean, you're in a tough spot as third man there after both of your teammates lose the same challenge. You're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. And that was after Stacks. You were talking about how they don't really have the boosts to do what they want. And then when Hockey gets boosted a free ball, he gets bumped from behind by Frosty, and Space Station create that opportunity, and they're clicking really well right now. A minute left, there's a third goal on the table. Nice catch.
This is beautiful. I mean, everybody's a threat. You always have to have your head on a swivel. This time it's Scribbles. Everybody shoots, everybody scores. A goal and an assist each for all 3 members of SSG. This is just, talk about being greater than the sum of your parts. And they are already, on paper, a very strong roster.
You know, the guy on this team that people probably talked about the least last season and even this season in Open 1 was Reveal. I think Reveal tends to have those quietly consistent games where he's kind of facilitating all of that play and ability that you have between Scribbles and Frosty. He's sitting as third man right now, waiting for a 50 out. He sees Creams, who has no boost, and at least forces Reveal to stay, and that'll give 5-up a free touch out. It's enough for Space Station. They get it out back to the opposite side of the rotation. Pirates continue to find holding on to this ball and holding on to their boost. As you had mentioned at the start of the game, a real struggle. This has felt pretty easy for Space Station.
And that backboard has not been well defended. They might get lucky here. No, that's going to be outside the dotted lines, and nothing's going to go the way of Pirates on a boat here in Game 1 as Space Station Gaming throws a shutout as they try to send them down to the lower bracket.
This is the team that everybody saw in Open 1, the team that almost took down NRG in that grand final. Like, this is how good they can be. Teammates, he said, you know, Pirates is not as one-sided as like some people out there might think, but after Open 1, a lot of people are thinking, well, it should be that one-sided, and if Space Station are that team that can contend against the likes of NRG, this should be a walk in the park. They shouldn't be struggling that much against Pirates. If this Game 1 is indicative of the rest of the series as well, I think Space Station are making a statement right now that Open 1 is not a fluke. So that's what we're all waiting for. We're all waiting to see, was that just your peak? You know, we've seen tons of teams go for one open, have a great time, get a top 4, we never see you again. It happened to this Snowmen, now Space Station team last season. Now here we are, and they're stomping a team that before you'd probably have them about the same level on, and it doesn't seem like that's the case anymore.
13 shots out of Space Station, and for Pirates on a boat now, they need to figure out, okay, that's not sustainable. How do we get a little piece of that pie? Because you cannot get outshot 13-5 against this team and hope to have any amount of success whatsoever. New game here in game number 2, fresh slate. But boy, things have to be dramatically different. Remember, they had a couple looks. One, a wide open net you couldn't possibly miss. They found a way. Got to overcome all of that now for the rest of the series.
Sometimes that demon can hang over you like the sword of Damocles, where you're just, it happens and you can feel it hanging over your head, and your death feels inevitable. Can't have that sword hanging over your head here if you're 5-up. you definitely just got to move on for it from game 2. Creams, when you get a free touch like that, you have to get that follow-up 50, and the shot was on target this time for 5-up. Hockey fakes the touch, back over to 5-up as well. I'm starting to like what I'm seeing from Pirates on this push. A little thought behind their attack behind the ball, but actually holding on to it is a different story.
Oh, Frosty knocked into next week. Hockey picked his spot low, and still Reveal got over for it. Great concentration out of the SSG defense, even when things went awry, and they're out of harm's way for now.
Good job to get that ball back to Creams as well. Reveal covers it up, though, and pretty much takes away the possession. Now Frosty has a chance to challenge Hockey out. He'll stop the ball. Scribbles gets a demo as well. Like when you thought, all right, Cream's going to have a full tank of boost, move down the field. Somehow Reveal makes 2 solid 50s, but Frosty almost got caught out there.
And even there, I mean, you know, one thing I love about Space Station, they don't get too greedy. Great pass forward and 5-up there for the save. Watch the quick counter. Hockey to Creams. This could drop right down. Creams can't get it on target, and Frosty pops away towards Reveal, who did try to do maybe a little more than he could. Now Hockey, he has Creams over to his right, and just a little too close for Scribbles to catch up to it, and everybody has to reset. Well, Scribbles did get the boost steal out of the corner, though, and that could really hinder Pirates.
Hockey has a full tank, though, and had to stretch. Actually forced the ball off Reveal, pass, and you know, he used all of his boost at that point. Didn't have enough to get back up to that ball. A little bit better for Pirates, not just in that boost game either, but also on these pushes stacks. Talking about Space Station's discipline. But right now, it's been they've needed all of the discipline that they could muster with how often the pressure has come right back at them from Pirates. A high ball up here for Creams. Drop down again. Pirates haven't relinquished control of this ball entirely. 5-up had to leave for the boost. That gave space up a little bit. Frosty headhunting Creams on the back line. No challenge either for Space Station as everybody's forced back. Scribbles is just hoping for Frosty, who had a full tank on his leave. 5-up again, has to beat 1, and he runs into a bump on his way. I don't think any play there. Yeah, nobody from Pirates. Everyone's waiting for that clear back, waiting for a clear opening before they really start to push the rotation forward into Space Station territory.
I've seen Space Station routinely here in this second game, having to defend, falling away towards their backboard. The Pirates certainly much more sustainable this time around as 5-up keeping that play alive. Scribbles and Frosty have to go to the back line together. Have been on the verge of being overwhelmed, but just not breaking yet. That's a good win by Creams. Got 5-up and Hockey swarming, trying to get in position, but now they got to retreat. Creams looking for an opening, and he's found one, but Frosty shuts it down quickly. And now Frosty trying to dash by Hockey. Can he get this one centered for Reveal? No, Creams shuts it down.
Reveal will have the push there. 5-up.
5-up got chased into the net.
One. Oh. Just got there in time. Had to avoid 2 bumps to get back to that save. Pirates have had a lot of time spent in that orange half. How much quality have they actually been able to generate? It really hasn't been too much, despite the 5 shots that they have to Space Station's 2. I mean, that shot total between both teams sounds about right with what we've seen. And
oh my god.
Just not on target. 5-up is looking for redemption for that game 1 miss, and simply is finding it too hard to grasp.
It's almost like he's cursed. Just can't buy a bucket at this point. Reveal to the backboard for himself, and it's blocked away by 5-up, and Hockey stopped that one as well. Pirates on a boat collectively standing on their heads. Cream's gonna fall away from this ball, and Scribbles will have it away through the corner. Final 10 seconds of regulation. Gonna have an overtime after a first game that got away from the Pirates. Everybody just kind of whiffing on this, and I think both teams might be content just to get a new kickoff, and that's exactly what we'll get.
Yeah, the double whiff. The first one's a tactical. The second one is like, you're goofing now. And Space Station, we're like, fine, we'll just wait. Not really too much threat. Frosty and Reveal both pick up a demo. Creams somehow finds his way back. Scribbles was deep back. New Reveal was in the air, or new Reveal was back. And Hockey and Creams somehow gets out alive. And the start of OT, I feel like if you're going to win any game, Stacks, Pirates, this is the best form that you've had in the last 10 minutes. And the fact that it had the reset, and now Space Station have the ball. Creams downfield, and there's nothing. It's always a clear out. We got to return. We got to go get boost. How about a passing play? They'll try to shake it up. Creams also gets a bump, but there's just too many flies on the wall to swat down. Scribbles gets through one, and Pirates are hanging on.
Has been a solid defensive squad. I mean, those 3 goals given up in game 1, kind of an outlier for Pirates. As Creams will get away here. Again, not much boost collectively. 5-Up's got all of it. He's got Creams waiting in the midfield. Can he follow up this rebound? No. Frosty is all over it. This should be a clear, and not quite. That is 5-Up again. He's been putting in so much work, and now did he have something go his way? No. Frosty there to pick up the scraps at the back. Now Reveal trying to get up there with Creams, but Creams is good enough at the back.
He's been at the back for most of this game, too. Wants to turn on the ball, but was not even close to it there. No pop-up either. Means Frosty gets a free chance at it. Actually lost it there. 5-Up. Wasn't on Frosty cam for that. I'm not sure exactly what he saw in front of him or if he just straight up missed it. 5-Up across. Got the pass. It's not enough. But you see the ideas there. 5-Up, he's behind the ball so often on the orange half. Trying to get that opportunity. Trying to find a pass. The shot himself. It has not worked out. Creams comes and cannot connect on the ball. Hockey leaves it back for 5-Up, and there's no opening. It had to be Creams with that touch, and he couldn't come up with it. Space Station on the turnaround.
I do love the extra pass. Just still, Space Station Gaming, too good defensively. 5-Up's got that one out. Outlet towards Hockey, and Frosty jumps in the way. Now Frosty, can he get linked up with Scribbles here as Reveal, tangled up with 5-Up. And everything will settle down here at midfield. Just kind of waiting. Who will have that critical bump? Demo. Pass. Whatever it is that opens up the game winner in a scoreless 7.5 minutes plus. Scribbles couldn't connect there. And that's going to kick right out to Creams, and Reveal stopped him at point-blank range. Now Scribbles got the whole team ahead of him, and 5-Up there with a stop. Nobody's back. Can Frosty save him? No! 5-Up!
Again.
Scores!
Gets the redemption he was looking for, and it comes from the unlikely deep clear down the field. Frosty, no boost. And man, Creams was just a perma third man in this game, Stacks. So often he's just having to sit way back, defend a lot of these passes, these transitions from Space Station, and then the one time they beat him, off his back wall, Scribbles rips the ball way wide, who was already in the air to take that pass. I think it was, I don't know if it was Frosty Reveal who was on that play, but that was the one chance Space Station had in that OT that was clearing away their chance, and Scribbles couldn't put it on target. The timing wasn't there. And Creams, very reliable as that third man, and of course 5-Up finding the delivery finally, and that's got to feel great heading into game 3.
Absolutely. I mean, Pirates, it almost felt like an 8-minute odyssey for 5-Up too, because he had so many opportunities, 6 shots in that game, and then that one, the full court floater, is the one that ultimately finds its way into the Space Station net. Big load off of his shoulders. Big sigh of relief collectively now for Pirates on a boat as they equally get a shutout. And that's more of what we saw from them yesterday. They didn't concede many goals. Now, granted, you can look at the group they were in and go, well, duh, they didn't concede many goals. But now you're up against this squad that has given fits to so many of the top teams in North America and has proven to be one of themselves. This is what Pirates on a boat are capable of. Better late than never.
There's tons of talent on this Pirates team, and putting it together, making it work as a squad consistently, especially against a team like Space Station, as you're saying, it is a tall task, and the job is nowhere near done. Space Station had a lot of dangerous transitions. It took solid defense, good vision, especially from Creams, defending a lot of those opportunities as Space Station were coming back that way. And they have to channel that discipline again here against Space Station. Hockey does a good job holding on to the ball here. And 5 up on the point as well, helping to get opportunities for his team. Creams bumps one off the play, and it's through, and there's another crossbar hit for Scribbles. That one a little more understandable, then a few more, and he'll pass it out to Reveal. Space Station, and they're scoreless.
Boy, and for this to work, there's got to be a lot of trust and a call out, and there certainly was. Reveal coming right up. Scribbles knows he's going to be there. Perfectly placed, and the chemistry from Space Station Gaming that served them so well in the first open. Coming up big here in open 3 when they need it most.
Pirates, that stalwart defense, you need a little bit more of that offense. Nice drop off. Good follow-up 50 as well. It starts with 5 up again on the point. Gets this catch, rolls it to the side so Scribbles doesn't have a point of attack. Then all Hockey has to do is roll that ball along the wall, force Space Station to get up and challenge him for the play. His nose is square on it. And I mean, he got the best 50 possible you could ever get on Zero Boost there, and dish it in. You've earned it.
Hey, After, are you back?
Proven that they're not just a
Okay,
long
no,
shot.
I didn't think so.
They're a team that can hang with this Space Station squad. Oh, Creams, awkward first jump. Frosty trying to punish them for it. Not going to happen, and Space Station content to bring this all the way back. With Scribbles watching Reveal duck into his own net. And Frosty trying to run interference. 5 up avoided him, got the ball back downfield, and SSG could be in a bit of a pickle here. Creams is still running around trying to get bumps and demos. He may just well be able to center this ball. Everybody from SSG kind of waiting back, and I'm sure 5 up would have loved to have.
Oh my god, are you fucking joking me?
Yeah, but Hockey had to catch a fast-moving ball, and I think fortunate there was no challenge there in the midfield. Actually, Creams almost made the most of it. Hockey stealing the boost in the midfield as 5 up holds the ball and prevents the transition as well. So enough being done by Pirates and keeping the ball away from Space Station and at least managing the resources well enough. But a hard bounce caught by Creams, and again the ball out, and he's got to go catch it.
Alright, chat, I don't know if you're watching, but I gotta end stream. Fucking stupid ass battery over here is fucking having a whining. Oh, hope you enjoyed. See y'all later.